Good afternoon and welcome to Dragons in the Dining Room.
Woo-hoo!
This is Waterdeep Dragon Heist, and let's see here. When last we were here, our
crew of misfits.
Okay, I'm ready.
Our group met what is known as a nimble wight named Nim, and found out that it had apparently created a second nimble wight that then escaped the, where was it at? The house of, the temple it was at.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Temple of Gond.
My brain was going, it's the Temple of Gong. No, it's not.
The House of Inspired Hands is what it's called. And so they are currently on a mission to find this escaped nimble wight and see if it was what caused the fireball outside of their house. They were a little sidetracked when they went down to, was it the
Sea Maiden's Fair?
Yeah, where was it at? Was it Seaward or Dockward? I can't remember.
Dockward, I believe.
Dockward. Yeah, Dockward. When they went down to the Dockward and found out that the Sea Maiden's Fair was back in town. And they played some games, were enjoying the revelry, and it received a mysterious invitation to dinner from the apparent captain of the Sea Maiden's Fair, and captain and owner of the Sea Maiden's Fair.
Fishy.
Joe, we still have the stream. Will be starting shortly on here.
I will change that for you. There.
Okay. So, the captain and owner of the Sea Maiden's Fair, Zorda Zord.
Okay. Was that like Greenleaf?
Sort of.
Sure.
Okay, bye.
However, this is Zord.
You make it look like I have a third boob here, Rat.
Well,
You're the one who decided to pull the rat out.
this is true. Is that Goliath?
Yep.
Yeah.
Goliath.
I don't know if he's even showing up on camera.
Fine.
Please try.
They're just gonna see you playing with your shoulder all day.
That's okay.
Sure, her shoulder.
So.
So you guys, it was just about the end of the hour to when you were supposed to go to the docks.
We were actually, when we left off, we were on the skiff to head over to.
Had you guys already gotten on
Yeah.
the skiff?
We're on the
Okay,
skiff.
Yep.
we are going to retcon a tiny bit.
Okay.
As you guys were heading to get on the skiff,
Yeah, we were like boarding the skiff.
Anakis is stopped by a person that beckons her over and whispers something in her ear, and she looks over to you guys and kind of gives a slightly apologetic look. You guys go on ahead. I have some business to do for some friends.
Apologetic? It must be something serious.
That's alright, she'll miss out on dinner.
You kind of get the feeling that apologetic look is the fact that she has to miss out on dinner.
Where do you think you're going?
Just so long as he doesn't pull a snake in Joe's lap, I think we'll be good.
Oh God, no! Oh,
That was so-
Eo.
That was so annoying.
I miss Eo.
Well, we can get a new one anytime now.
Don't let me hold this
Not
thing,
yet.
otherwise it'll just like
Not yet.
warm and take off.
Ooh, this is warm. I'm excited. I'm gonna go adventure now.
Are you okay? Can you breathe in there, buddy? Okay.
You must like the
Oh,
pressure.
and for anybody who hasn't seen the mug, that I'm currently drinking out of. It's actually Joe's DM mug, so I'm really special. And it says, when the DM smiles, it's already too late.
No, when the DM rolls the dice and then smiles, you know it's really too late.
Right?
You know that you're screwed.
And
Hi, Cornelius.
Hey!
Hello.
One day this could be you.
yes, roll up that character quick.
So, you guys board the skiff to go to the ship.
Is it the Nina, the Pinta, or the Santa Maria?
It is actually
No, it's the Black Pearl.
the eye catcher.
That's right, the eye catcher.
You remember that the three are named the Heartbreaker, the Hellraiser, which are both docked, and where most of the revelries are coming from. And the eye catcher, which is the flagship, is anchored in Deepwater Harbor.
Up there somewhere.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Uh-oh.
What's up?
I don't know if it's just me, but I have a network error for the stream. It might just be me though. I think it's just me.
Dragons in the dining room without
it's just me.
technical
It
issues.
was most likely her.
I think it was just me.
Is everything good on your side, Cornelius?
Okay.
Alright, thank you, Tim.
Yeah. I'm sorry. False alarm. False alarm.
Our DM's computer is being finicky.
Actually, really comfortable having a rat up here.
Except for Nine, who's not happy with you.
Oh no, she's throwing a hissy fit.
Is she?
Yeah.
She doesn't like being left in there.
Yeah. Why won't
Well, Dad, you love her.
I love her.
I say otherwise? I'll take her.
Oh, it's like,
You
oh,
do,
the
honey.
rat.
Cause they'll curl up and hide. They won't skitter.
Well, there's plenty of room. Like.
Yeah, but do you realize how many scratch marks you're gonna get?
I got pockets.
Actually, it'd be better if you just tuck her in there.
I got pockets.
So yeah, I mean it's. Find a.
Yeah. So Sarah gonna kind of look over at Nyla and Alesta. Does this seem fishy to either of you?
What?
Yes.
Does what seem fishy?
Dinner invite. I mean, or maybe not because you're a noble. That's normal among
It
nobles,
might
right?
also be because I asked to meet the man who ran this.
Oh, I
Well, you could have
didn't.
mentioned that a little while
No.
earlier.
No, nobody asked.
Should we have dressed? How would we know to ask? Should we have dressed up?
No.
I'm dressed
Oh,
up. Gotta like buff the top of my
Do
armor
I
a
look like
little
I'm dressed
bit.
up?
Well,
You always dapper.
I always look dapper, but I never look dressed up.
Why can't I make it bigger? Okay, I give up.
Right click.
I give nope.
I don't think you look bad. We'll just let that hang ambiguously.
And this would be Nilo.
Okay, so
Oh, Ness also says hi and that he will stream when he gets home, but his campaign didn't end until 4.
Oh, that's fine.
hi Ness.
No,
He's
not
not
here
here
yet.
I know, but I can still say hi.
Fair enough. Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna sit back, relax, and enjoy the skiff ride
All right.
to the eye catcher.
If you fall, I'm not gonna be able to get you, dude.
Wait,
What?
did anybody write a story about this boat? The Catcher of the Eye?
That was pun-worthy for me. Are you gonna get her because she's freaking out?
Yes.
Are you I know you're trying to be goofy, but I want to just let you know that I'm really proud of you for making a dad joke on Father's Day.
You're welcome.
Yeah, side note, happy Father's Day to anyone who's watching that it applies to, and also to DM Thaco.
Yes. Happy Father's Day, everybody.
Oh, Joe, did you lose her? She's behind the tank on the right.
I know where she is. I'm watching.
Oh.
Did she make a run for it?
Yes.
Oh, don't jump in the crock pot, that'll be bad.
crock pot's closed.
Keep going. I can talk from back here.
Anywho,
He's getting his tushy kicked by a rat.
Yes! I kind of want to tilt the camera because this is amusing. Goliath.
There's just enough room behind the tank. Ah.
It's like watching Tom and Jerry, quite literally.
Yes. Well, because she can get up on the ledge.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hi, buddy.
Please excuse us for a moment.
Roll animal handling.
I roll a 1.
Yeah.
No, she's
No,
still alive.
not
It
the
was
dog,
Swisher.
Cornelius. That would be 9 and Goliath,
Here.
our new resident mascots.
Let me. Is that
9
You're
to
too close.
too close? Back up.
There you go. You can barely see him in the corner of the shirt.
Oh, come here.
Oh, look at it.
Oh, it's He's gone now.
Don't worry about it.
He'll come back.
So yes, I'm going to enjoy the ride on the skiff.
Yep. Okay. So you
You want one, buddy?
guys
Because you're gonna get squished.
are shuttled out to the eye catcher, and as you board, everybody.
Your muscles. That's impressive.
So Joe's about to have an alien explode from his jacket. That's going to start singing "Hello, my baby."
Hello, my baby. Hello,
my
my
darling.
darling. Ragtime Gal is the name of the song.
Yeah. Everybody, make a perception check.
Ooh, make that.
I close my eyes and relax. I rolled a 9, but my passive is 15.
Well, this is you guys are getting on the ship, so
Okay.
That's a 23 for me.
nice.
19.
All 3 of you, as you board the ship, Nilo, you don't notice quite as much because you're kind of expecting it.
Mm-hmm.
But Alesta and Saravai, you two are quite taken back by how, well, first of all, you notice the crew is almost entirely male.
Oh.
And aside from a few, like,
Level 3.
tieflings and half-orcs and such, most of them are human. And they're all really attractive.
Oh.
Oh.
Like, really attractive.
Oh, like Vistani attractive?
Like,
Magic Mike, here we come.
Oh, do they? Okay.
like if Chippendales was fun.
Oh. Well,
I'm gonna nudge Saravai a little bit, kind of lean down. Well, you might be able to have your pick here.
my pick of what?
I think she means getting a stud.
Yes.
What's it?
Yes, catcalling attractive Cornelius.
Meow.
Meow.
Wrong kind
But
of cat.
Saravai, you would understand what a stud means.
Oh yeah, I suppose.
That is a term you would.
She's Saravai turns bright red and. Yeah, but I don't think any of them are adept at untying corsets.
They have to untie ropes and rigging.
But yeah, so you guys are a little
How did
taken
you
back.
seduce me to the point of marriage?
Most of it.
Like,
was
I want to
coming up
retcon some of the wisdom saves on that.
It was a long, long process.
It's a long and cold winter.
Yes. Just, yeah.
Anywho,
Moving on.
you guys are
Oh.
then led down below deck. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ship terms.
Get in your loincloth.
and down to the captain's dining cabin. As you enter, you notice that the dining cabin is bedecked with gold filigree. The purple curtains festooned with silk. Festooned, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you're good. Keep going.
Okay. With silken tassels, the wood paneling carries a slight perfume scent. I mean, it's not too heavy, so those of you with sensitive noses aren't gonna like
Right.
pass out. But it's a nice, pleasant, spicy perfume in the air.
So like sandalwood and
Patchouli.
cinnamon? Get there.
Yeah. A magnificent feast is laid out on golden platters atop a mahogany.
Mahogany?
That is mahogany.
Atop a mahogany table of exquisite craftsmanship. I mean, like, it's...
Where's that?
Woo. Even the doilies
Daytime.
are something to behold. I mean, like,
Ooh.
you don't know what a doily is,
Pretty.
but those are
pretty
some
stuff.
nice doilies.
Okay, Alessa looks impressed. Like, she is just like, alright.
Look at those mini tablecloths. They're beautiful.
Standing behind
They are.
this rather sumptuous looking feast, with a wine glass in hand, is a well built, scantily clad man. His scarlet apparel designed to accentuate his trim figure and bountiful chest hair. And it's not like a gross amount of chest hair, but it's like it's not
a
like
picture. Like, are we talking like man bush chest hair, or are we talking
or like nicely trimmed soft.
like I want to cuddle that and lay on it like a bearskin rug, or dear God, get the shears?
bear
As I walk in, I grab my own glass.
Oh, nice! That was his Father's Day present from Caden.
I like that a lot.
Is that now Eric's mug?
No.
No, Eric has
mug. He's right here.
Ah, that's awesome.
Sounds good. Have fun, Cornelius.
What's Alex up to?
He's gonna go make a Father's Day call and he'll be
Yeah.
back.
Oh, well, that's a good
Ah.
idea.
Hi, baby.
I'm glad we could remind
Yeah.
people to do things like
You
that.
can as soon as he
He just grows
decides.
his way out.
Or
I actually, at the moment, let me see.
What do you need, DM?
Well, I was gonna see if I can find a picture of him.
Going down your sleeve.
But yes, so his bountiful chest hair, a flashy rapier hangs from his stylish belt. Welcome to aboard the Eye Catcher. Zardo Zord at your service, as he makes a sweeping bow, flashing some very white teeth.
Eye catcher. That's an apt name.
Alessa is going to give a kind of like leg tucked behind the other bow to him. Kind of more elegant than a natural man's bow, but not a curtsy either. And just
BardintheNorth.
pretty much.
Hi there.
So,
I'm already sitting at the table just sipping on something.
already? That was quick.
I kind of roll my eyes at the flourish that he's giving.
Is this really? Okay.
Pull it up.
Okay, this is happening. I don't know if this is fan art or not, but I kind of hope it's not because this is amazing. And I will spare Patrick and not send it to him.
No, I need to know now.
It also has to be shown on the screen.
Why?
Where are you?
Okay, fine. I'll put it inside the rotation.
That's fine.
Okay.
Hold on. I gotta. He crawled too far down my sleeve and he's trying to back out and he can't.
Don't worry so much. She'll search around. Just don't let her on the table.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll probably never get her back. All right, take a look at your phones, ladies.
And Joe.
Mine's over there.
Oh,
I can
okay.
look at one
Here,
of
no, I'll
theirs.
show you.
Oh my God.
Joe.
That is gorgeous.
Like,
Oh, don't part your
Honey,
tail.
honey, They have tough tails.
Come here.
And as long as you're not pulling and just holding. they're
Yeah,
okay.
I wasn't yanking. It's okay.
And
Yes.
Taya probably has the most experience out of.
All of
Oh,
us.
good luck. Oh,
Most
good
of
Because
God.
the only time I dealt with rats and mice is when they were fuzzies and I had reptiles.
Well, Goliath is somewhere.
Oh, he's right behind you.
Yep, he's cuddled, but I can feel him, so.
Yeah, so that is.
That's a thing.
And I'm inclined to believe that is the legit picture
Okay.
Where are you going?
because that was
There.
pretty. I mean, the style is
Yeah.
very, very similar.
There you got places to hide.
Oh yeah, apparently, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Seraphai now looks a little bit embarrassed for him at his appearance.
Nope.
He does not seem in the slightest embarrassed for himself. He is very, very comfortable in his own skin.
All of the skin
All of his skin.
that is showing almost completely.
Yes.
For those of you who are unawares of this, we're going to give a slight retcon on the description. He's wearing the classic ship's captain's hat, a bandolier,
And a
And a
banana
lo-
hammock.
and a loincloth.
This is a banana hammock.
And that's it.
I did say he was scantily clad.
You did, but I
I'm
guess.
giving a bit more
I
clarification.
didn't realize it was that scantily clad.
I'm sorry, but strippers wear more than that. Let's just be clear.
Which is part of the reason why I sat down and just grabbed a drink, because this is a bit more than I really cared to deal with.
Right. Yeah, apparently that picture was from Chris Perkins' Twitter.
Okay.
So I'm very much inclined to believe that is
Scared?
what you guys see.
Okay.
So, he beckons to you guys. Sit, please.
Les is gonna take a chair and kind of settle in, look comfortable in the more opulent surroundings.
Okay.
Seraphai is a little uncomfortable with all the nice stuff. Like, she's afraid to touch anything a little bit.
Oh, don't worry about it. We have we have plenty of people who could fix anything that accidentally breaks.
You should see some of the fights that happen upstairs.
I'm sorry?
Um,
How would you know?
I've been to the fair a couple of times.
Oh,
yes, it can get quite rowdy.
well, at least we can handle ourselves. And if not, we'll just hide behind Nilo.
Well, I would hope it wouldn't come to that.
If it's dark, nobody will see them.
You do have that special mask for that.
So, as much as I enjoy the hospitality you're giving us, I would have to say that we're here on business.
Business.
Yes. You, being here at the fair, are privy to quite a bit of information, is my guess. There is a nimblewright loose on the town that has caused some mayhem, and I was curious as to if wind had fallen you on any information that might deal with it.
And I suppose you came here because you have heard the rumors that I recently acquired some?
It was a rumor. I didn't want to jump to an assumption.
Ah, yes. Well, as you know, anybody who's from Waterdeep knows, I don't just stay in Waterdeep. I make rounds across the Sword Coast throughout the year. And I typically visit the island of Lanton about once a year or so. And the last year, my last visit, I purchased a few nimblewrights for myself. But I assure you, mine are quite harmless. As he says this, out of almost nowhere, you do in fact see a nimblewright kind of come out from the corner and refill his wine glass and anybody else's who is starting to get low.
Saravai hasn't touched hers.
I'm doing the lady sip,
The
pretty much.
I tasted enough that I can smell it. So, I don't doubt your word about their docile nature, considering that we know it's not one you purchased.
Really,
Yes.
his interest is definitely peaked now.
It appears that this Nimblewright was made here in Waterdeep. And has bucked the authority of its creator and recently killed.
Really, I did not. I was always under the impression that these creatures were not capable of such.
I believe that the creator of this Nimblewright chose not to put in that passive nature.
I see.
Unfortunately, it's caused a bit of a row.
Well, as I said,
Death does that.
Mm-hmm.
the thing that makes it more difficult for us, however, is the murder happened right outside Troll Skull. And we're about ready to open the doors on Troll Skull. Speaking of which, we're opening up Troll Skull.
I may have to venture up there. I don't typically get to the northern side of town.
Well, you may find that it's a place that would suit your business well. So our biggest thing here, we're looking to find information on this Nimblewright. So it would be helpful if maybe your multitude of ears might drop some information on us.
I mean, I can always question my crew and see if they've heard anything throughout the festival, but most of them stay within at least the dock ward.
I knew where he was going.
Daddy!
Mm-hmm.
Oh, mine's finally settled.
What did you find? So, that would be quite helpful. I also came to pay my respects. It's always nice to see you when you come in town.
You two know each other.
Again, I've been to the fair many times.
So I'd be surprised if Nilo didn't know him at this point.
The Sea Maiden's Fair is one of the few times where I can enjoy the company of others and not worry about my safety.
I
Yes.
protect you. Unless you're worried about us.
You just showed up. They've been around for many years.
We are quite well established, and we have made it very clear, especially in working very closely with the city guard, that we do not tolerate any outright violence.
However, there are some really good fights that happen.
Yes, but I mean, a few shenanigans is one thing.
You've been in a few scrapes yourself.
So... It is lovely down here.
Why, thank you. I do enjoy it myself. You're not from around here, are you?
I'm not. This is my first major venture into the city itself. I usually come in just long enough to trade furs and go back to the woods.
And what brings you into the city then?
Well, a friend of mine, Anna Keys, she's a guide through the woods. Occasionally I'll help clear the paths for her. She's more familiar with the city. Guided me in to sell some furs, and the next thing we knew, we were rescuing someone, and I had inherited a piece of troll skull.
Sounds like quite the adventure.
She found her way to the yawning portal.
Ah, yes.
Anna Keese insisted it was good for a drink, and I've
I've
had nothing but adventure since.
it turned out to be good for more than that.
Typically much better for more than just a drink. Well, the Yawning Portal is the start of most adventures in Waterdeep. It's the entrance to the Underdark.
She could have mentioned that before she drugged me down there.
Well, just because you go to the Yawning Portal doesn't mean you're going to go to the Underdark.
I suppose not. The Underdark. She would know. Sarah would know, wouldn't she? Underdark.
This is me giving
Yeah.
him dagger looks.
Would Sarah DM? Would Sarah know?
Probably not any more than rumors.
Underdark. Nilo, isn't that where you're from?
No, I'm from Waterdeep.
Alessa's giving him the
She catches the look.
the kind of
Oh,
side
that's right.
eye.
And she looks scolded.
Like, she's not saying anything, but she's looking like a uh-huh.
The Underdark is home to all sorts of creatures that go bump in the night. It is-
What kind of creatures?
Do you remember the big ugly thing that we had to take down crawling out of the mouth of the portal?
Yeah?
That kind of creature.
Oh. So maybe that's a place we don't want to be.
Well, for those who like a little bit of danger, then that's a perfect place for them to go.
There's also rumor that it takes many paths other than just the Underdark.
That is also true.
Nilo, you seem uncomfortable. Are you quite alright? Is it too warm in here?
No.
We are wearing a good deal more clothing than our friend.
That's so he doesn't have to worry about getting wet when it storms. It's the only way he gets a good shower.
Saravi looks a little... Oh yeah, we don't have showers out in the woods either, so a good rainstorm is good for that.
I have my own personal bathing cabin aboard the ship, so that is not something that is typically an issue.
Well, I don't hear any complaints coming from me.
What, do you think he's cute, Alesta?
Yes. Like, no shame, just totally, yep.
I see a nose.
Well, I mean, I can, how are you at untying corsets? I've heard it's a skill that, like, I struggle with it,
It's
but
because you're not used to wearing them, darling.
yeah, just once. They make it really hard to breathe.
That's what they do. Wonderful things for
I've
your
been
bosom.
told.
What's wrong with my bosom?
Nothing.
Oh. Well, then why do I need wonderful things done to it?
She really isn't from here, is she?
No.
Got it.
So, we'll talk about it later. Yes, you'll keep an ear out for the nimble rights then?
Yeah, yes. I mean, we are only here for about the next month until we move on, but if we hear anything, I'm sure we can.
We're hoping to
Send
have
word.
caught it before then.
Would be much appreciated.
Well, I'm sure the City Watch would prefer to have it captured before then, especially if it's going around killing people.
The City Watch is doing their job. We're going to make sure it gets done right.
Every city has its problems, I suppose.
As does every ship. How's things faring for you?
Quite well,
Are you
actually.
shivering with cold?
By the way,
What?
the two cameras are super blurry.
I know. I'm not sure what's going on.
I don't
What is your mess?
feel like the one towards Tay and Joe are.
It's not as bad, but it's still blurry.
And the thing is I have a sneaking suspicion I know why. It's catching backs of heads.
Oh, so what if I like?
I think if I can get a bit more height on them, I can take out some of the blur.
Okay. So. All right. Well. Wait. What problems on the ship?
Oh, just like with any good business, there are problems.
You know.
Can I roll insight to pick up that they're talking about something completely different?
You can go right ahead.
Mother, father. That's a 4, DM.
Yeah, no. Wait, what's your passive?
Ooh, 17.
Yeah, no. You do not believe that they're trying to pull the wool over your eyes at all.
I
You definitely think this man is a little eccentric.
Gotcha. So I'm just kind of stuck on that. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, well, I hope it all gets worked out.
I'm sure it will eventually. And what of you? What brings you into this town?
I'm on sabbatical.
Sabbatical.
I am a paladin of Elira. Here enjoying a few weeks of revelry and indulgence before I head back to continue my work for my family. I seem to have gotten caught up in some interesting shenanigans, though.
She's part owner of the Troll Skull as well.
I see. How is that going to work out for when you return from your sabbatical then?
I may have to speak to my family about extending my range. Either that or they may just relocate me entirely. My younger sister is going to be coming into her own soon as well. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out.
So a family of paladins.
Yes.
She's a sunflower princess.
I am not a princess, I am a fourth daughter of a noble.
She's a sunflower princess. And she doesn't like the sewers.
No.
I can't, I can't say that I share I can't deny that I share in that.
No, the settings I find myself in now are much more to my taste.
All I can see is lumps in your sweatshirts.
It's not
Hey, look, they're even for once.
Taya, sweetie.
I know, they're not.
Hey, look, they're even for once.
Taya looks like a Picasso.
I know. That was the point.
You got a rogue nipple going on.
Oh boy.
It's not a
Check, please.
Oh boy. Okay.
All right. So, well, then, is that why we're here, Nilo? To see if we can find out more information about the nibble rates?
I just wanted to say hi to a friend and see if potentially we could gather some information.
Well, this was a very nice idea and a very lovely invitation. Thank you.
Of course.
And hello, Missy.
So, I mean, if you guys don't have any additional things you want to ask, the evening proceeds on uneventfully then.
Yeah, Sarai doesn't.
Let's see.
She still has her 2 stuffed pseudo-dragons.
No, we sent those back.
Or that's right, yeah. We sent them back via courier. And one's on
Sarah,
Nilo's pillow.
odds or evens?
Odd.
Oh, I suppose. Has he said anything about Meatball?
Oh, yeah.
No, naughty. Oh no, he needs a face still.
I mean, the night does progress uneventfully. He does definitely is a flirt with both you and Sarai.
Oh, I'm flirting right back.
I'm a little uncomfortable, but I'll try and be polite.
Mm-hmm.
Or is he trying to like? Is he just flirting, or is he?
It's just harmless flirting.
No. Yeah,
You
I'm
think-
uncomfortable.
Huh?
So I'm just kind of like, oh, thank you. It's like whack-a-mole.
Yeah. Bloop, bloop, bloop and pet, bloop and pet.
All right. Well. Okay, and so we're still aboard the ship, and
Yep. As dinner wraps up, Zardo stands and bows again. Thank you all for joining me. This has been quite entertaining.
thank you for having us.
Yes, it was a nice change of pace.
Huh.
You know, before we leave, I want to ask him, what are the different factions in Waterdeep? What do you think of them?
The factions span all throughout most of the Sword Coast.
You are screaming a little thing.
Out of character, I'm struggling with whether or not I want to flash my Harper pen.
Nope.
That's entirely on you.
You.
No, I'm not going to, but I'm asking Nyla about it later. She wouldn't be that, because if he's not,
Mm-hmm.
but Nyla would probably know, because Nyla seems to know freaking everything until nothing, so.
Why do you ask? Is there a particular faction that's caught your attention?
Well, a few emissaries from a few of the different ones have approached, being a ranger, the Emerald Enclave has made overtures, and I just...
There's one across the street from the Troll Skull. Emerald Enclave.
Mm.
I think she's ready to go home.
Okay. Here, babe. Here, baby.
Or she just wants to explore.
I wondered if you had any insight as to which faction may be beneficial.
I suppose all the factions have their own pros and cons depending on...
With the exception of one. Well, two.
What?
Well, I'm sure there's pros of both of those as well. It just depends on what you're looking for.
Are you part of a faction?
I'm an entertainer. I travel from place to place, and my job is to make people forget about the stressors. Okay, I'm sorry.
What?
I just saw the back of Joe's sweatshirt moving.
So, how did he know this way here? Okay, you're going home, babe.
Did her whiskers tickle you?
Oh! Dad! She's looking for Goliath, that's...
My job is to make people forget about politics and the stresses of factions.
So you are not part of one then?
No.
Can I roll insight to see if he's telling the truth?
You can go right ahead.
I'm interested too. I want to try that.
That's better.
I will take that.
That's an 18.
That's an 18 insight.
Yeah.
Yeah. You do not suspect. You don't suspect he really is giving you any reason to lie. So.
Okay. And I'm still not gonna flash my Harper pen.
You're gonna have a rat's nest in your ponytail pretty soon.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you. I will have my men make sure you get back to the docks safely.
Oh, thank you, but we've got Nyla with us.
Yes, but do you have a boat?
Oh,
I'm
no, I
not
suppose
swimming.
not.
I don't know about you.
My brain went back to Troll Skull, and I was like, wow, we got Nyla. Okay. You just go, and me both like,
Do that again.
Meatball would be like, and it would be fine. I don't know, like.
Just have Maple use his telekinesis ray.
Well, hey, if we're drunk, that'd be useful.
Oh God. So yeah, heading back. Moving on. Striding forward.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you guys are
Jimmy with the
brought
movie.
back to the docks.
Well,
It's-
I'm going to wait for the two ladies to leave, and then I want to turn back around for a moment.
Okay.
Do we need to leave the room briefly?
Is there anything that I can do for you?
You had to ask that.
Are you? So we're going up, and I'm assuming you're flirting with the dock hands as we
Oh
go.
yes, like hardcore.
Sarah's like she's not as embarrassed, but she's still a little embarrassed at the blunt overtures.
I would say keep doing what you're doing, and you will be doing just splendidly.
Well, it will be easier for you to find me. Troll Skull will be open to all of us.
I would say turn out the light.
You said us, but I'm not there.
Yeah, that's a good change.
Okay.
All because of the light.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I like snuggling through Maddie baby. She's cute and soft.
They need to go home soon. Yes.
I will
But you know they're good.
bow to him and leave.
But we don't see that.
That's why
So
I waited for you guys to leave.
You come up and you see Sarah looking a little uncomfortable and a little flushed, and Alesta's like,
Pretty much. Like got the whole so.
"Fawn boy, fetch me that picture."
As you wish.
We'll talk.
Oh
I mean-
boy. Okay. So
Is she inside the shirt?
No, that's Goliath. I'm trying to get him up to my shoulder so I can get him out of the...
Here, hold still. Just let it happen. Come here, bud. Don't
Keep your-
continue on, DM. I got him.
keep your hand there so he can't.
Go back down.
So when you guys get back to shore, it is now early evening. You guys had a fairly early
Supper?
supper, so I would say it's about 6:30. I mean, you guys didn't stay there super long.
Right. Well, that was a delightful, if only somewhat uneventful excursion.
I take it the food was probably delicious.
It was excellent.
I'm not trying to be fresh. I'm trying to find
Yeah,
the
you
rat.
are. You are too trying to be fresh.
I'm trying to point you in the direction.
Come here, babe.
Mama.
Don't wanna.
Oh, no, you don't.
So what I'm gonna have you guys do is I'm gonna have you discuss what you want to do next with your few remaining hours of daylight.
Should we use our mushroom
Yeah.
detector?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep. I was gonna do that on the ship, but I didn't feel like it would be.
Polite.
Yeah. Well, he was an interesting fellow.
Yes, he was.
Eccentric would be the word.
Yeah. Yes.
Would it be considered rude to give him a gift of pants?
A paints?
Pants!
Little lady, again, when you're on a ship and it gets that wet out there during the storms, you don't want to have that kind of weight on you.
Especially if you get blown overboard.
They actually find it easier to maneuver and manipulate the boat when they're wearing lighter clothing.
I suppose. So where does this leave us now? I mean, we need to find the nimble, right? Are we just gonna go from dock to dock, doing this, or ward to ward, doing this little rod and trying to...
That may be the only option at the moment.
Either that or we wait until it decides to strike again. Which I would prefer to avoid.
I think we should at least try and find it. And then if nothing else, we will go back to Troll Skull for the night.
Agreed.
Oh, they're mad now. They want to play. I suppose, and we don't know when to expect Anna Keys back either.
Correct.
I'm afraid we will have to do without her for the time being.
Well,
So,
which ward do we want to hit then?
the Temple of Inspired Hair,
Yep.
or the Temple of Gold, where was that?
I believe it's not marked on your map, but it is on the DM's map. It was in the Sea Ward.
Yeah, but I need something a little bit more accurate.
Yeah, it is on in the Sea Ward on the corner of Sea Watch Street and Shark Street.
Sea Watch and Shark. Okay. Can you grab the brick? And the attack happened at Troll Skull, which is,
That was like up in this corner almost.
there's Troll March, so there's somewhere over here.
Yeah. Here. So maybe we should start in the North Ward?
Troll Skull is
That's Troll March.
right.
What are my crossroads?
For Troll Skull?
Yeah.
I don't think it ever gave me.
Okay, that needs to stay there.
I will remember that. I'm just trying to check because there, it's down here.
Okay.
So there's Tower March. Troll March is over here. Troll Skull Alley is between Delzorzan and Sidoran. So
It's right there.
yeah. And then
that was on Shark and Sea.
Yep.
Those are the two spots we know, because that's where it was created, and that's where the attack happened.
Unfortunately, this place is big.
Well,
it's a city.
I don't want to split up, but maybe if we, as we come back from the Sea Ward, if we fire the mushroom thing and kind of zigzag on our way back to Troll Skull.
You're trying hardcore to get that lid off.
Yeah, they can't though.
Well, we can hit just the main streets.
Might be potentially worth. And if we have to split up, if one of us does find it, we can always fire off a spell into the air to summon the other.
So
As long as it doesn't damage anything.
remind me again. What do you guys all know at this point?
In what manner?
In what's going on? You know that it was a Nimblewright.
We know that it was a Nimblewright. We know that it was created by another Nimblewright.
Yep.
And it escaped from the Temple of Idle Hands because it didn't have the limiter on it.
Inspired hands. But yes,
What did I say?
idle.
I think both of them work at the moment.
Right?
We also know that the people that were targeted by the creature, one of them was on their way to see us.
And it was like a gnome, I thought.
Yes.
Plus there were two Zentarum that were caught in a blast.
That is correct.
Something was seen on the roof across the street from us,
Yep.
which we believe now was the Nimblewright.
Yep.
And it had access to the necklace of fireballs that I have in my possession. So, we have, at least that's the information I recall.
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss anything?
Not that I
I
can.
don't think so.
Do you remember what information was given to you by Oriana?
she was going to, all but Seraphi's notes are all in there,
Where?
other than the ones
file
that
cabinet. The file cabinet, there's a folder named Waterdeep.
Do you want everything, Gabs?
Yes, please. Sorry.
I will let you guys divvy up those.
You know, hang on, let me look at the map.
Here's all your notes,
Okay, thank you.
because this is just maps and laws. I actually have an idea to go talk to the town guard and see if they can give us information on the gnome.
On the gnome?
Yeah.
Oriana's information. Dalakar stole artifact. Key to the Hoard of the Dragons is in Waterdeep. Bashik, Ortalis, and Wern Malkrev worked for Erstil Fluxen. Avoid going out late in the evening at City Watch is on high alert. Neverember embezzled. Temple and Gond is on Sea Watch and Shark Street. Toothed cog with 4 spikes is a symbol of Gond. Zardoz Zord aboard the Eye Catcher.
It was before the eye catcher stuff.
Yeah, I think I might have a few more. There was something. Hold on. I need to go around the table. I'm reading upside down. It's making me go a sec.
Please don't.
Right? Yeah. Continue on YouTube.
Welcome back, Alex. But I have an idea to see if we can figure out where the gnome originated from.
Exactly. I mean, it seems a little coincidental
What's that?
that all of this is beginning to go down after the trouble with Neverember and the story of the hidden treasure cropping up again.
So maybe there's more to this than just the hidden treasure?
Either that or someone is taking it seriously enough to kill for it.
Well, then why don't we just start with the North Ward, since that's where the attack happened and that's where it headed.
Would make sense for it
What
to have
if
home base.
we split up?
So you think there might be a connection with Neverember?
Mm-hmm.
There's that. What if we took the side roads? Like we could go, there's Lion Street, there's Salrin Street, there's Pony Way, there's Black Dog Alley. What if we took all those sides? Because I don't think he'd be on the main road. But I'm thinking if we start here, because I looked at the North Ward, if we start here and just go this way, maybe, and try and go ward by ward.
Using the main roads
Yeah.
so that we can get.
Wait, what street was my little mare friend on? It wasn't Pony Way, was it? Where's Pony? I like horses. We should start there just because it horses.
I don't know
Nine
if
spires.
this nimble right would stick to the main roads though. I feel like seeing as all it's been doing is hiding, it would make more sense for us to start in the less traveled paths.
Well, and that's what I mean, because look at Black Dog, whatever the heck that one is, and Pony, like they're all side streets, but they come across. So if we start taking them first, we can cut off that entire corner. And then, I don't know, or we can start in the C ward, I don't know.
What was the range on this mushroom detector?
It is.
So
When the activated device comes within 500 feet of a nimble rate other than Nim, the umbrella begins to spin, whir, and click. Is the information you got from Nim on how it is supposed to work.
So that gives us a little bit of room to play with.
Dalakar.
Now, mind you, 500 feet is
Really long.
pretty good distance.
which is why if we take main roads, we can cover so
Gotcha.
much more territory.
Okay.
Agreed.
So then let's do that. But let's start around Troll Skull and let's see if we can maybe cut out the north. This is north, right? Yeah.
Yep.
The northeast corner of the North Ward, maybe. Because
Okay.
that's kind of where Troll Skull Manor is. So why
So you're gonna start your investigation around the North Ward,
Yeah.
around the
Makes
troll
sense.
skull. I mean,
Yeah.
okay.
We can always like spiral out too. You already have a plan. Why do you even ask me? I know that look. You're cute when you try to help. Here, let me do this.
You've
You know-
never worked with me.
It's a familiar look.
You know, if the two of you just worked out some of your frustrations with each other, I'm sure everything would go much more smoothly.
I'm
What do
just
you mean?
listening.
I know.
Do I seem frustrated?
Yes.
If we start here
Yeah.
and we work our way across,
Yeah.
as such, we can cut out the entire north half of the North Ward in 2 streets.
I agree. Let's do it. You're more familiar with the city. I should have deferred. I'm sorry.
Your idea works. You are excited to find this information. I'm just trying to find the most efficient way to get through this city.
I just want to help, and I'm very much out of my element.
As I said, you are excited. But we have to make our way from the dock ward back to Troll Skull. While we're taking a carriage back home, I'm going to turn the wand on.
Okay.
Just
When?
for shiggles. As soon as we get off the dock, off onto the docks.
Okay. Let's see here. Immediately as you pass by one of the Sea Maiden Fair ships, it does begin to whir and click.
Oh,
Right. Which tells me that the device works.
Yep.
it's spinning.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. He's got.
Yes.
Word said he had a few of them on his ships. It's his way of showing his affluence.
Those things are not cheap.
Yeah.
How would you know?
Considering the information that we were given from the Temple of Gold.
Gone.
Gold, whatever it is.
Gold.
I've had a little
Gone.
bit to drink.
Gold gone. The Temple of Gold gone. Be nice to know.
I'm not trying to kill him.
But yeah, having turned it on at the docks and the fact that it did register some NIMS there by his ships, that makes me, yep, this thing works.
Cool.
And then head into town.
Sarah gets excited for like half a second and then realizes, oh.
Still holding on to the button and letting it do its thing.
Yep. As you guys begin to travel from the Sea Ward back towards Troll Skull, it does not go off again.
Well, we were coming from the dock ward.
Or Dock Ward, sorry. That's what I meant.
Okay.
You know what I mean.
And where is Deep Harbor?
So Deepwater Harbor, Is- it would be this whole section.
Okay, so that is that section.
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, sorry. Yeah. Well, because this is the dock ward right here.
Right.
So, what we'll say is that the eye catcher is docked out here.
Yep.
And the other two are docked right in here.
Which works for me. 'cause
Actually,
I
our
figured-
carriage would take
Well,
the main.
no, we'll do right in here because then there's a little more space over here.
Yeah, so we can come. What would be the easiest path?
You'd probably
go
come up.
home
Yeah.
as such, and then just head straight
And
down.
then head straight up. Okay.
And nothing happens coming down the main road.
Nope, coming down that main stretch, there's.
That's perfectly fine. It's kind of exactly what I expected, but it did give me the answer I wanted, that the device does indeed work.
Yes.
I would like to make one quick side trip.
Okay.
Once we get to Troll Skull,
Okay.
I'm going to go back to my safe house. I'll be right back.
Your safe house.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
And I'm going to go to the safe house.
Okay.
The one that's over by the, what was the Zentarum warehouse with the Kenku in it.
Okay.
Yeah, way back in the beginning of the game.
I hate you. So bat.
With the never burning or the ever burning candles.
Yeah, that's so. You're going back to Candle Lane.
Correct. Which is in the North Ward? Or is it in Castle Ward?
I believe that is.
I feel like we're playing a game of Blue's Clues, but the paw prints are frickin' invisible.
We are the Blue's Clues.
A clue! A clue!
No, that's just a rat.
Let's put it in our handy dandy
Notebook.
I cannot find Candle Lane.
It is. It's okay. I can't find it either.
It's vanished.
Apparently.
Someone snuffed it out. Sorry. Not sorry.
Maybe they just
No,
trimmed the
you're
wick.
not sorry.
I'm gonna grab a phone charger. And then, yeah.
I think I found a typo.
Okay.
Because here it says Candle Lane, then it says Castle Lane.
You know, that would make a difference because I cannot see a Candle Lane, but a Castle Lane I bet you I can find.
Let's see here. I believe it's actually in the dock ward. I'm having a hard time seeing otherwise. I believe it's in the dock ward.
Oh no. Lamb Street, the star here.
Is that?
It might be. Alright. You guys figure it out. I'll be right back.
Okay. Because there's Filet Lane and Net Street. Why do they make these so freaking tiny?
Mm-hmm.
Please hold while your DM loads.
Right.
No, it's right there.
Okay.
Ha! I found it!
So yeah, I'm going to make a trip across town.
Yeah, and no, I think it is an actual typo.
That's cool. I'm gonna make a trip across town after getting to the Troll Skull and making sure that everything's. I want to make sure everything's fine at Troll Skull first.
Did Adelaide get her toys?
Yes.
Yes, they did arrive, in fact.
Okay.
And she is very, very much happy with them. She drags you all up the 4 stories to the attic and shows you how she is meticulously,
Arrayed them.
yes, on her bed.
Well, it seems you're taking just fine to your new home.
She grins up at you.
Everything else seems to be a-okay at the Troll Skull?
Yeah.
Alright.
Everything seems to be good. So, as you guys are about to leave, however, there is a knock at the door.
Okay. Adelaide.
She goes and opens the door. And you can hear her trying to tell somebody that you guys aren't indeed open yet.
Who's there?
Somebody who might be able to help you. The voice is familiar, in fact.
Hard to talk to a door.
She lets this person inside. She steps aside and lets them inside.
And who enters?
You see the familiar face of Raynar Neverember.
Oh, good lordy.
Ah,
It's like a bad penny.
What's wrong with radar?
Mr. Neverember, what brings you to our fine establishment?
So yeah, you see him.
He's a little redhead.
Yes, he is redhead, which is why he was mistook for Foon.
Aha. What can we do for you, Mr. Neverember?
I caught wind of what happened here the other day.
Oh?
That there was a fireball detonated in the street.
What else did you hear?
That a few of those who were
Crisped.
that were killed were of the Zentarum.
You said you could help?
Well, as you may remember, I was kidnapped by the Zentarum.
That is still fresh on my mind, yes.
Oh. He comes in and he sits down at the bar. You guys don't happen to have any ale for this, do you?
Adelaide, have they given us our food and drink yet? Would you be so kind as to grab this man a drink?
She goes and gets him a drink, and he thanks her as he takes a long sip.
As he takes his first long sip, you know, it's really polite to tip your waitresses.
He kind of chuckles and hands her a couple silver. I'll wait for Gabs to get back because it's important.
Okay. So it's a really big swig.
It's a really. He's like he drains his mug
Das Boot.
and hands it back to Adelaide. More, please.
Just the memory is enough to make you drink.
Yes, indeed, actually. So to catch Saravai up, you guys return to Trollskull.
Yep.
Adelaide very proudly shows you all her pristinely arranged stuffed animal collection.
Aww.
Rusty, she should have 4.
Yes.
And there should be a red pseudo dragon on Nyla's pillow.
I haven't been to my room
Found yet.
And when you guys, hi Ness.
Hey!
You have made it.
When you guys returned downstairs, right as Nyla was about to leave for his own reconnaissance, there was a knock on the door.
Penny?
And
No.
A bad penny.
in came Raynar Neverember,
Oh. Okay.
who said that he believed he had some information that might be beneficial to your guys' quest. Given current affiliations and the fact that he was recently kidnapped by the Zentarum himself. And two of the people that were killed by the fireball were in fact Zentarum.
So, what more can you do to help us other than letting us know what we've already learned?
Well, when the Lords of Waterdeep ousted my father, I foolishly believed that his long, dark shadow was finally gone from the city for good. The truth is, I want nothing of him. If I could rid myself of his name, I would.
Nothing stops you.
Why can't you?
As much as it leaves a foul taste in my mouth, it still pulls weight among the other nobles.
So you want the clout that comes with the name.
If I want to ever make anything of myself, then yes.
Okay.
So what information have you then?
As much as I want nothing to do with my father, his spies still hound me.
Spies?
One of them was a gnome named Dalakar.
Oh,
and he had been watching me for months. Then, about 10 days ago, he was suddenly nowhere to be seen. Even my friends that I have connections with could not find him.
And why would you have your father's spies on you? And why does this,
Dalakar?
is that his name, have such an interest in you?
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. But my father didn't trust many people, but he trusted that gnome. I did manage to find a few of Dalakar's friends, and apparently, from my own interrogations of them, he was on a special mission to retrieve the Stone of Galore.
Oh dear.
And was afraid that the Zentarum and the Xanathar Guild was close to catching him. When he heard about my kidnapping, he wanted more information about the adventurers who rescued me.
Well.
So I think Dalakar was planning on to pay you to deliver the Stone of Galore to my father in Neverwinter.
Well.
However, I was able to find out from the City Watch that the stone was not on his person when he was killed.
Wouldn't have been smart for him to keep it on him at all times.
Well, if he was bringing it to us, then it would have been on him, which means someone else has it.
Has the key.
What do you know of what happened after the blast?
People died.
There was a fireball. The City Watch bade us stay inside.
And yes, we did hear rumors about Neverember being involved in this.
Unfortunately, he does still hold a lot of sway over the city.
What do you suggest? Where would your father be?
He's in Neverwinter.
Well, yeah, but is it possible that he came back to Waterdeep himself?
I don't believe so. It would be very, very foolish of him to return to the city after being ousted as he was.
Other than this gnome of his, do we know of any other warrens under his watch?
Not that I know of. Any of Dalakar's friends have gone into hiding after the explosion.
Well, it seems that we are in the middle of something rather amusing.
That's a word for it.
Any
Were
idea
there-
where they would have gone into hiding? We're at a bit of a loss as to where to go from here.
Well, we're looking for two things now.
It's a big city.
How big is your network?
I have many friends.
That was a great way of not answering my question. So,
I wonder how that feels.
That was a good one. Drama
And
point.
very fair. Wrong campaign.
I know. But
you can give her inspiration though.
yes, but that wasn't. Was that in character?
Yes!
Serify nods approvingly. Vague answers?
Ow. Hold on a second.
What are you
So-
doing, girl?
I dropped my book.
What do you suggest?
What do you want from us?
Because you came calling to us.
Yes, I wanted to give you what information I had and see if there was anything else that maybe our minds could collectively.
What do you get out of this?
Hopefully, a way to get out from under my father's shadow.
Shadow or thumb?
Yes.
Oh, there is a difference.
A
One means,
rather large one.
one means he has power over you and can force you to do his bidding. The other is you are trying to hide from his name.
I am trying to break any influence that he may think he has over me. Or that any other group may think that he has over me.
Was he of any of the factions?
Just as far as I know, just the Lord's Guild. Well, the Lord's Alliance.
Wouldn't the death of this gnome then be a favor to you? Because if he was watching you...
Yes, but at the same time, with the Zentarum presence as well, and my recent kidnapping by the Zentarum and then the Xanathar's Guild, what troubles me is the disappearance of the Stone of Galore.
I would be willing to bet that the Zentarum are looking for the stone.
What worries me is if they already have it.
If they did have it, where would they go with it? Do they have another stronghold? Because maybe we should head there and search.
They have allies throughout the entirety.
We are also going to have to be careful because if we start doing this, and the City Watch already warned us to be good.
Yeah, so when did that ever stop you?
It didn't stop me, but I was working alone.
Do you know of any witnesses of the blast?
Over at Corellin's Crown.
Oh, Fala?
Yeah, he was there and let's see. But I don't believe he saw anything.
What do you know of nimble rights?
Of nimble rights? I only what I've been told. I heard there's a few wandering the my brain. The Sea Maiden's Fair now.
Well, there also happens to be one at the Temple of Gond.
That does not surprise me.
Well, what will surprise you even more is, did you know that nimble rights can procreate?
Excuse me.
She's just trying really hard not to just outright guffaw at this. Just like,
apparently the nimble right at the Temple of Gond created another.
Huh. They're supposed to be, while very docile, very intelligent creatures. I guess that doesn't really
There is a rumor.
Right? That's kind of what we're getting started, Ness. Conspiracy theory board with strings.
Right?
Can I actually attach an image to this? No, I can't. I actually have started putting dice down in locations where things are happening.
That's, yeah.
I'm making the thumbtacks as we speak.
What about Fala? Did he see anything?
Fala?
He's the proprietor of Corellin's Crown across the alley.
He didn't see much. His shop window was blown out, and I mean, you already know that Dalakar was killed. When he came out, that was the majority of what he saw was just the body count.
Rumor has it that it might have been a Nimblewright that caused all the mischief.
Was there anybody else at the scene?
There was lots of people at the scene.
But yeah, other than the
However,
rumor
I wound up at the temple with Adelaide because the cards didn't take too kindly to me investigating.
They typically don't.
who was the fainting woman? What was her name?
I don't remember. Because
She's
I
the
was
one
the
that's-
one who talked to her.
So she's the one that saw the nimble right in the first place.
Wasn't she speaking with the proprietor of the shop just down the street?
Yes.
Fala did say that there was a cloaked man that was burned and limped away from the scene.
Did you get any description of him?
No.
He was a cloaked man.
And Sarabai's kind of looking over to Nilo and Alesta for hints of like, what do I say? What do I not say? Because Nilo's all shot her that look a couple times aboard the Sea Maiden's Fair.
But only when you were speaking of me.
So it was just like, breadcrumb priest? See how you take the information. Breadcrumb priest?
Breadcrumbs, yay!
I don't trust anyone,
Oh,
let
yeah.
alone somebody who got themselves kidnapped by the Zentarum.
I didn't do it on purpose. You said he was badly burned.
Yes,
I'm still fled.
but he was limping. Could your network find anything out that way? Maybe that's a trail to follow.
Well, there are some rumors going around that Erstal Floxen disappeared right about the time of the fireball.
Broxley Fairkettle?
Huh?
Broxley Fairkettle.
Broxley Fairkettle. Broxley Fairkettle, where did you get that name?
I have it written down.
I do too. Along with the body count, 11 bodies, elder female commoner, human male, 4 halfling street performers.
Please hold.
I love it when I can do this.
Oh my gosh, what the heck? Yeah,
Broxley, he was innkeepers of the Innkeepers Guild.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
I had the name written down, but I wanted to make sure it was important to the right thing.
He
Just
was.
gave the DM a heart attack.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I have it. It just, when I started writing my notes, I didn't know what was important, so it's all.
There was a woman, noblesse, that was speaking to the keeper of the spellbook shop just down the alley.
The one with the eye for a sign.
Oh,
Tiger eye something rather.
you mean the you mean Vincent Trench,
Ah, yes, him.
the private
The private deck.
If it's private, no one would know about it.
Oh, you knew all about Zord's private deck. He didn't leave much to the imagination, did
No, he didn't.
Oh boy. Okay. Were you able to find out any of the names of the
No,
No?
not that I recall. Somebody else may have got that information.
There are Nez help. There are so many NPCs in Waterdeep.
It's
500 or something?
It's a lot.
I don't, because my character didn't talk to him. I mean, my notes, I kept really close to what Sarabai did, which was talk to the street performers and the kid and then the rain barrel.
Okay.
You talked to a rain barrel?
No, but I mean, Nyla was over here and she was over here.
That must have been a very shallow conversation.
That was out of character.
Thank
It was
you.
deep and wet. Better than you'd think.
I do not recall being given their names. One of my compatriots may have gotten their name.
No! Bad Taya! I
That was
approve.
awful.
I approve of it. But aside from turning Sunday school songs into coitus references.
Adelaide speaks up. Did Oriana say anything?
She's the one that gave us the information about the gnome.
Just that the key, just about the key, or wait. Bashak, Uralidis, and Wern Malkrev worked for Erstal Fluxen. And they were rumored to be at the scene. Haha, I found it.
They were rumored to be at the scene.
Erstill Fluxen was rumored to be at the scene of the fireball, but Bashek and Wern work for him.
Work or worked?
I have worked for, but I don't know if that's...
You do recall that they were the two dead Zentarum.
That's right. Worked.
Worked was very specific.
Well, I mean, they could technically if from the afterlife.
So I gotta ask, Ness, is your Waterdeep group farther along than us?
I don't remember.
That's
if
why
they
I'm
were or
asking.
not. This is definitely troublesome indeed. I will reach out to my friends
Mm-hmm.
and I will see if...
Okay, we're at the same spot.
Okay.
Cool.
I will see if we can gather, if we can get any more information on Erstill's whereabouts. That maybe he may be who's behind this, and if the Zentarum...
Possible that Fluxen is the one that's limping away from the scene.
Potentially, and if the Zentarum has the Stone of Galore, that's...
The Stone of Galore is supposed to lead to Xanathar's treasure.
To my father's treasure.
To your father's treasure.
Neverember's treasure.
How much interest do you have in the treasure of Neverember?
I mean, a few extra gold never hurt
I
anybody.
thought it was the Horde of Dragons.
That's the nickname.
That's the name of it.
Okay, okay.
Cougar, puma, mountain lion.
Right, but that, I guess, as far as I understood, that wasn't clear.
My father was said to... Yeah, I'm trying to do that, but I found I have to be really careful with that because I found a really interesting additional mod for a faction mission, but it also had spoilers for a different campaign that I almost got myself in trouble with. And
It worked out okay.
It worked out okay, but I found out I have to be very careful with that. Anyway, sorry. My father...
You might want to warn him since he's in that other campaign as well.
But that was...
It wouldn't transfer. Gotcha.
Well, his group should be past that already.
Okay, fair.
I mean, anywho,
Gotcha. Thanks, Ness.
my father is said to have embezzled many, many dragons and hid it in the...
So
The
how about
vault
I
of
be a
dragons.
wee bit more direct with my question?
Horde of Dragons, yeah.
If we find this key, is it going back to you?
No.
No, whoever founds it would have right to it. Finds it would have rights to it.
Well, then we best find it, huh?
So this is, for all intents and purposes, a deadly treasure hunt.
That is what it is quickly turning into.
This will be interesting.
If I can handle scantily clad sailors, I can handle anything at this point.
Unless those scantily clad sailors can then turn into a three-mouthed eldritch horror.
Where the hell did that come from?
I'm not entirely certain that that's going to be the worst we are going to encounter, considering there was that tentacled beast that opened up a portal the other day. And a brain with legs.
Well, there's
A
me.
brain with legs.
An intellect devourer was seen.
Oh wait, he was there. That's right. Never mind.
Yeah, he was
Who's there?
crying on the floor while we dealt with the threat.
The illithid and intellect devourer.
Yes, let's not do that again.
I have a constant reminder.
Naughty.
Oh yeah.
I can't believe you still have that thing.
Oh, it's become quite a wonderful companion.
I
Like
said
with
something
brains.
really, really awful. They're
I
called
wonder.
people, Alex.
Legs with
Sorry, I couldn't.
Oh.
Milo, considering that whatever you throw into him just kind of vanishes.
What?
Nothing we've ever fed him has come out.
This is true.
That might be a useful way as long as it doesn't upset his stomach void.
That's not
Upset his
something I
void.
want to try. There are certain magics that if you slip them into if you slip them into these extraplanar voids, they wind up in a place called the astral plane. And if it ends up in the astral ocean, you'll never see it again.
I was about to say, I wonder if you could regurgitate things.
Which, speaking of which, I'm never letting you near a bag of holding.
So,
I wonder if you could put people in there.
You can.
well, for 6 seconds.
We'll talk about that.
Fair. Okay, so, DM.
I will await any information that you have for us. And we are going to be hunting for a nim.
Very well. I will try and find out what information I can, and I will get back to you as quickly as possible.
If we are not present, you can trust Adelaide.
I have ways of getting information to your group. I'm not worried about that.
It's not ominous at all.
As I said, if we're not here, you can give the information to Adelaide.
Very well.
It seems like he's done. I want to go up to my room and check and see if I have anything from my benefactor with the Harpers, because it's been quite a while since I've heard anything from him, and he's gotten 2 missives from me
Okay.
updating him.
Um,
And if not, my trust level's gonna go way down. Like,
can I have
oh,
a sticky
shady.
note?
Shady.
My neck.
Oh crap! I don't have.
Why?
Here. I think I slept wrong. I was at a
Slept
bad
wrong?
angle for a couple hours last night. And now my neck is stiff. Really, you guys?
What else could you be talking about?
You've never gone to sleep and like slept wonky on your pillow and woke up a couple hours later like, oh, my neck hurts, and then like shifted over?
Your insight was not high enough. Deception.
My
was
insight's usually high enough. My deception, however, sometimes suffers. Although in this case, there's no deception to be had, so it's not suffering.
Uh-huh.
They're younger than us.
You know, good point, Ness. Us wise ones have to stick together.
Tell me when you find one.
Find one what?
Wise one.
I was just talking to Ness. They don't know those joys yet.
You know what my most favorite memory of childhood is? My back not hurting.
I was going
Right.
to say not having bills to pay, but
Right. Ooh.
she's holding a piece of paper.
Into a bird.
I just went read there for a minute. Wrong tab.
That did not work.
I'm an adult by flying out of the nest. just.
It's too tiny. It tastes like glue.
Is he taking off?
He is leaving. He's
As soon as he does that,
Noted.
I'm going to go find my rat friends.
Yep.
And have them follow him.
okay.
Hopefully that wasn't Neverember. Oh my god! Really? With the fudge nuts.
They're quite delicious if you cover them like that.
That was out of character. Sarah is raging at the moment. She's gonna stomp back downstairs and... Has Neverember left yet?
Yep.
I want to see if I can find which way he went, because I can't be more than like a couple seconds behind him.
You go right ahead. get out to the street and roll me a perception.
Oh, she's fuming. 19.
Yeah, you easily catch the sight of red hair bobbing down the street.
I chase after him. My
Okay.
lord, there was one other question I was going to ask you, and as she moves her hand, she's going to just quickly
Yep.
flash the... Is there any other information you'd have for me? Speaking frankly.
At the moment, I have given you what information I have. I am going to speak to those who might know more and try to be back to you by tomorrow.
Do you recommend we just keep looking for the Nim then? And where is your symbol? Okay. She's pacified and she looks a little less murderous at the moment.
Did somebody remember who made their recommendation?
Yeah, it all clicked.
Thank you.
But I will say, well, we'll chat.
Okay.
It's the whole your players are stupid thing. It's not, yeah.
It's one of my favorite DM tips. Your players are ignorant because they only know what you tell them.
And it's one of those things that seem obvious once you read them.
And sometimes they have to be reminded.
Mm-hmm. It was,
So.
yeah. It was made with so much other information that it didn't stick out as...
No, that's okay.
Which reminds me of another trick. If there's something hidden, if there's a clue that the players must find, there's another little trick that has been explained. I've never used it because you guys tend to catch on better than me.
There's only one answer to that, ever.
It's the rule of 3. Give them 3 things that help them find the clue. Yes, exactly, Ness. The 3 clue rule.
Okay. Well, that's what I was... I mean,
No, it's...
yeah.
And
Okay,
this is nothing
so-
more than just stuff to play around
We're
with.
throwing food for thought at you.
It's okay. I'm not offended. I'm not offended.
So yeah, I'm going to send 1 or 2 of the were rats out to find, oh no, I can't. 'Cause I sent them out to find the Nim.
Yes, you did.
Any
So
idea?
I will go down and see if they've come back with any information.
Any idea where this Nim might be hiding out?
You're asking Raynor.
Yeah.
Once again, I don't know. I will... Now that I have more information, I know what questions to ask to get more information.
And I'm going to give him a quick, now that I know for sure who he is, I'm going to give him a quick rundown of all the information I have. The fireball necklace found in the barrel, everything. But I mean, I'm doing it hush.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not there.
You're not there. Thanks, Ness. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Thank you. That having as much information as possible does help because I will be able to find out more now. And I will get back to you as soon as I can.
We're going to begin by searching the North Ward. And I mean, I'm also like keeping an eye out to make sure no one's doing the
Mm-hmm.
either.
Yep. So, yay, Ness found our emote. So yeah, he bids you adieu.
Adieu, adieu to you, and you, and you.
Farewell, auf Wiedersehen, good night. I hate to go. Okay, so moving on. Sorry, because that's a long one.
Okay, so yes, he leaves. Do you return to Troll Skull?
I do. But as I go back, I want to kind of do an eyeball scan of the rooftops and
Mhm.
alleyways.
You do not see anything out of the ordinary.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I don't have my M&M loyalty thing anymore.
It will last for a month.
I wonder if I can keep resubbing with
If you
Amazon
still
Prime.
have
Yeah.
Amazon Prime, you can resub.
Okay. I will do so.
So, and actually, this is a little bit early,
But it's a good
but
spot.
I think right now is the best spot for us to take our 30-minute break.
Perfect.
So, we will see you guys in about half an hour. So,
Bye.
Yes,
Yes.
absolutely. All right, see you guys in a bit.
thank you.
return.
Hello, thank you for sticking with us and coming back to the continuation of this episode of Waterdeep Dragon Heist with our dragons in the dining room. Please excuse the sounds of munching. I will try not to crunch too loud. But yeah, it's dinner time, so and we are in a dining room, so no excuses.
I thought of things.
So, where we last left off, the party had just spoken to Raynar Neverember and got some potential information and are potentially going to get more information.
I had a thought while we were on break.
Yeah,
Not to dive in head first, DM.
you're fine.
The dead Gnomi?
Yeah.
Could we find someone to speak with dead and question him?
I want all the purple dragons.
I believe.
Like, I wish I would have thought of that when we had Oriana. We could have hit her up and been like, so.
I thought she had already said that the City Watch had requested one of their clerics to do such a thing.
They had.
Yeah, can I beg a glass of
Yeah,
milk?
go ahead.
I had the stuffy nose. I am not no longer.
But I mean, what? That was one of their clerics and they were doing the questioning.
Yes, and they were given some. Well, no, I don't know if that was relayed or not.
Nope.
Wasn't
A
it?
couple of questions that I gave to Ori.
I thought that was you told the party that.
That's why we got the
Oh,
information.
yeah. Okay, never mind.
That's why Oriana came to you because she.
Gotcha.
So it was a very good thought, and you guys have already done that.
I was there.
I was thinking more in depth. I was also super tired last session.
The other thing that Saravai might not know, but out of character, with Speak with Dead, the questions have to be very
Specific.
and succinct.
Who took the stone off your body?
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
But I had no clue that the stone was on his body, so that's a question I couldn't ask.
Right.
Right,
At the
because we
time.
didn't know that until. Whoops, sorry, my volume's up.
The little black choppers are over the house.
So, shoot him. All right, let's start searching for this.
Well, I'm down in the sewers trying to find out if any information has come to me from my were-rat friends about the location of a nim.
They are currently not there.
Is the mother of the den there? The one female that was there the last time I showed up?
Oh, hang on, I had her name. Kelso's sister, Danica.
I thought it was Kelso that was there last time because he was the one that was injured, and he was still recovering from his grievous injury.
That's right.
Of an arrow wound.
You said it was a lady.
Oh, okay. No, she is not there.
Which may have been a misspeak on your part.
None of them are there.
Okay.
Then I will go back down to the tavern area. I'm gonna have a mug of ale and wait for Nilo. Alesta, are you still game to go start searching tonight?
Yes.
Me too. Let's clip this puppy along. Let's find this nim. Kaden was asking.
So are you guys are going to start searching? Now, mind you, it is getting into later evening. You guys probably have about an hour before it starts to get dark.
Let's do it.
I'm not concerned with the dark. I'm at home in the dark.
The dark spawn you.
That's at least what I feel, yes.
So Batman doesn't crime fight in the day. The tan lines would be awful.
Oh,
That's where the Joker got his idea. Sorry. Moving on.
You know how I got these scars? A bad tanning accident.
Yeah. So Nilo gets back and we plot out the streets and we were gonna go.
And search around the north side of the North Ward.
Yeah, like the northeast corner-ish.
Okay.
So it would be like the only street I remember is Ponyway because it's horses.
Yeehaw.
That's wherever the hell that is.
Wayland Road? Wayland Way?
Wayland
Yeehaw.
Yeah, we're going to start on Wayland Way, at the corner of Wayland Way and the High Road, and work our way east through the North Ward.
Okay. So, you are going after the Nim, and you are going to search the North Ward. And which street were you starting with again?
Wayland Way.
Wayland Way?
Mhm.
Oh.
And working our way east,
And it goes 500 feet, right? Okay.
which would cover something like that. Should cover all the way down to the next street.
Well, yeah, because we were gonna come over, and then we figured if we went here, it would cover this whole section. So like
I
near.
suppose there's not a...
I don't see a legend on here at all.
Well...
Is there one on the other side?
So if it is, it's going to be up here.
I don't see a legend.
Okay. And so how far were you thinking it covers?
Right about here, 500 feet.
That seems like a lot to me, but we can go with that.
Well, how long is a block? A city block.
My thought was this house is 45 feet long.
Fair enough, fair enough.
So if we go by this one here, that's probably 80 to 90 feet long.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the 500 feet would definitely cover from street to street.
Okay.
But it would also catch some of the field board.
Standard.
Sorry, I'm gonna move these. Ah.
This one, I can put them back.
Okay. So we were...
Very sharp.
There's Sea Watch, and then
Yeah,
there's
right
Strix.
there,
So
right
there's
there in
that one,
corner, and then right there.
right in there. So you guys are going up this way, or are you coming out like here and walking up this way?
Well, we were gonna go for like this corner by walking the main streets.
Walk straight down, up, and then back like that.
Okay, so you're gonna come around to like here, and then go back.
On
Yes.
Wayland, follow it around through to this T intersection.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first walk that we're gonna do.
Okay, till
Come
Horn
down.
Street.
Yeah, come down and walk back, come down, walk back.
Okay, cool.
Come down, walk back. Basically do that all the way through so that we're hitting every main strip through. Spin that nimble right detector.
Yes. Thank you,
It's like
Ness.
spin in the bottle, but less fun.
I ain't gonna kiss this thing.
Maybe it's a good picture.
Maybe it's a princess in disguise.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's a priestess of wolf in disguise.
Oh.
So, let's see. Give me street names again one more time. Where are you starting? On which street are you starting?
Wayland and High.
I'll let him do it. I'm at the top for him.
Yeah, Wayland and High.
Wyland and High Street?
High Road.
Whatever. And how are you guys searching? Are you guys just walking around with this wand in your hand?
Yeah. I'm not gonna be too. I'm not gonna try and look like I'm trying to hide anything. I'm just gonna walk in between the ladies.
So you're trying to not be seen by being seen?
Well, I'm also trying to make it so that I'm with the ladies and I can use them to help cover up some of the image of this wand in my hand.
Okay.
I must say, I'm a bit more eye-catching in my
Mm-hmm.
colors
Mm-hmm.
than a little wand.
Mm-hmm.
And she sticks out like a sore thumb.
Not really.
Mm-mm.
Why? Big city and traveling clothes wouldn't stick out any more than a walking tin can.
But it's also the concept of, okay, you've got this drow walking through the city with two ladies on either side of him.
Okay,
Why, what, huh?
gotcha. That would look weird.
So they're going to be looking at you ladies going, what's so special about them?
And I thought you were in more like furs and rougher. Like,
She has
woodsman
traveling clothes. Well, she's been in the city for 2 weeks.
Fair point.
And has gone clothes shopping.
Yeah, no, by this point, both Saravai and Anakis would have more
Normal.
street or city appropriate clothing, yeah.
These cookies are really good, by the way.
Yes, they are.
Yep, and that's what I'm trying to use to my favor, Ness.
What was that? Well, and it's not quite daylight. I mean, it's
Early evening,
late. It's late evening by
Late
this
evening.
point. I mean,
sun is starting to
you
set.
guys finished up dinner with Zardo's Zord, our Sean Connery impersonator, at about 6:30.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just early enough that it might turn some heads the right way.
Why is it so freaking difficult?
What
And the
brow
other
can we
guy
use
would
it?
refer to
Cool.
Right click. View
Nilo
image.
as the city guide. But as we're walking, I'm going to be scanning rooftops.
On the right-hand side of the URL bar.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, never mind. Control plus.
You sent hardly everything for popcorn.
Yeah.
It smells good. Thank you. Ooh, hot.
Oh, but that's blurry. Anyways, moving forward.
Yeah, going to be watching rooftops and stuff.
So if you scroll to the left,
That should be closing, I think. Oh no, this is just a screen grab, but
we're going to be starting right there.
right there.
In this major intersection.
Yeah, because
Heading
Troll
this way.
Skull is way over here still.
Yeah,
This
south.
Pony Way is,
South of Tower March.
yeah.
It's a horse pony. The name jumped out, that and Black Dog, because, puppies. All the animal streets, we should start with them.
She's not kidding either.
I know.
So, you guys start walking. You're trying to walk so you're not being seen by being seen.
More or less. I'm letting the eye catchers walk with me.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
You found a better one?
Much, much better.
Goody goody.
That gives me a decent idea because I think, yeah, that should be Troll Skull right there. Okay, so you guys are going on to Yes. Okay, I got this. I got this.
It's so hard to wait, isn't it? Just like me and Lorimir. I have so many things I want to see happen, but I have to wait.
Sorry, Ness.
Okay. So you guys start walking. Let's see here. Saravi, roll me a percentile.
Percentile.
Yes.
My favorite words. 77.
77? Can I turn the light back on behind me?
Yeah, no, you're fine. I just.
Now that's a little bit, getting a little bit darker there. Now I can see. 77. As you three are walking down the corner, right about the time.
There's also strength requirements involved, Tim. We can chat about that one. Unfortunately, I'm not the game master in your game, so I have no horse in this race.
So you guys started at Whalegon Way?
Is that what it's called?
I think so.
Because we've got a crease across our map, so I can't.
It's
see.
WHAELGOND.
Yeah, so Welgan Way.
So you guys are starting at Whalegon Way, heading towards the high road. Right about the time you guys get to the corner of Thunderstaff Way, the wand still hasn't made any noise, but you see two older gentlemen sitting on a porch, and all of you, a sudden you hear, "What do I gotta do to get myself two pretty ladies like that?" I don't know, maybe he's hypnotized them or something. You know them drow, they're kinda sneaky like.
And I hear this.
Oh yes, all three of you hear this.
I
very
shoot them
clearly.
my best hunter's death glare.
Ooh, Kit Kats.
It helps if you own your own tavern.
Like, can I roll and intimidate? Like, I want to shoot them a ice look.
Go right ahead.
Where the fudge nuts is my no, there it is. Thank you. Ooh, that's a 21. Ooh, thank you.
They look very sheepish.
Ooh, piece of candy.
I got a cat kit. No. I got a non-branded chocolate-covered wafer bar.
Yeah.
We need some of these for girls' night.
I have some of these for girls' night.
Ooh. Kit Kats, Pocky, bananas, and Sprite.
Yep.
I'm picking on your boyfriend.
Oh. Well, it wouldn't probably.
Starting here. Then he made that comment. So my question.
Most likely.
And yeah, I toss out that comment at him. It helps if you own your own tavern.
They make a couple more comments amongst themselves, but definitely are kind of giving Saravi the side eye.
Do I look easily persuaded?
We didn't say persuaded, ma'am. We said hypnotized.
Do I look easily hypnotized or weak-minded, sir? Still holding that death glare.
No.
That's what I thought.
I didn't go change my depends.
Damn it.
Do you feel better now that you scared the geriatrics?
A little bit.
Okay.
Like you need magic to get a woman. What the hell is wrong with them? And that's like half under her breath. She's not even really paying attention to Nyla. Like, just.
Continue.
Mm-hmm.
More amused now than ever.
So it's a good.
And I have this image of Brienne stuck in my head of you walking down the road with him.
You know?
I was like, we need freaking Sansa.
No.
Or more Arya.
No.
No.
No. Certain little redhead. No, you don't think so?
No, not
Certain
quite.
little redhead.
From the
Egret?
far north?
Cross between Egret and
Salud.
Excuse me.
You're trying to find a name, aren't you?
Yes.
Don't bother getting in the last word. I'll assume it was something like
Mira.
Mira Reed?
Yeah.
Either which way.
Anyways.
The personality-less brother's keeper? I'm sorry, but that's what she is.
To you. I'm just going to keep walking down the road, amused at the exchange that just happened.
It takes you guys, I mean, if you guys aren't walking at a super quick pace, it's going to take you guys about 15 minutes to get to the high road.
Okay.
Where's the low road?
Scotland.
The low road would be probably,
Elsewhere.
yeah, elsewhere.
That's okay. Let it go, DM. What's next?
Yep. And so you guys make your ways up to, let's see here, would that be Trollkill Street? Up along the very edge of Northward?
Yeah.
Okay. About 20 more minutes goes by. Alessa, roll percentile.
If anyone says a single word, I will throw the dice at them. 99.
Jeez.
Is that actually a 99? Sorry, Taya, I love you,
That
but
is legitimately
okay.
a 99.
good job.
Well, from where I'm sitting, it's a 66, but
I warned you.
you missed.
No, she got you.
No.
Oh.
As you guys travel down Trollkill Lane,
But I did it gently.
you guys see a
Thank you.
rather disheveled figure pushing what looks like a baby carriage, and they turn down an alley.
Thank you.
Are they calling out for pastries?
No.
Okay.
What? No.
Yeah?
I'm gonna go after them, like, maybe I can give them some gold if they've got a baby.
Go ahead.
I turn and go after that way.
As you catch up, roll me a perception.
I want to stand at the edge of the street and watch what's going on.
19.
You see very quickly that the baby carriage is empty. Hey, I love you. I had literally just thought the same thing.
That was beautiful.
Gertruda looks like that's not Gertruda.
So, you see an empty carriage.
Excuse me.
Hmm?
Is it a man or a woman?
Thank you, waitress Gabs.
No problem. How's that taste?
It is a woman.
Do you need a refill?
She is very, very, very disheveled.
Excuse me.
Eh?
Oh, and older, I'm assuming?
No, just very croaky voice.
Oh, I saw your carriage and I thought you had a child with you.
Oh, no, I just use this to push around my things.
Oh. You seen anything odd around here lately?
No, just you.
Oh, so you don't have any children then?
No.
Oh.
I found this in the city dump.
It's lovely.
No, it's not, but thank you.
And from the beginning of the alleyway, you hear,
And that was good.
"We don't need any more children at home. Let's go."
Well, sorry to trouble you. And she's going to pull out a gold coin and give it to the woman.
She looks at it to make sure it's real, shrugs and keeps going.
Okay. I'm just... Shoulders slumped, gonna go back to the others. Never mind.
Did she have a kid?
No.
Do you feel better about yourself?
No.
I'm gonna start walking down the road again.
Do you typically accost all of the people that we meet upon the road?
She looked worn down, and I thought there was a small child, and I... Never mind, let's go.
The thought was nice, but perhaps make sure that the potentially crazy people on the side of the road.
I'm with the potentially crazy people.
I mean, to be fair, that type of attitude would probably more fit a paladin of light and life than a hermit ranger.
With a soft spot for kids.
But at the same time, a paladin of light and life would understand.
Sometimes it's best to leave people to their own devices, especially when you're on a mission.
Just because I can't save everyone doesn't mean I'm not going to try. It's a personal flaw.
That is an admirable quality. It's a potentially dangerous one.
Look at me in real life. How many people have I adopted?
Fair point.
I got accused the other day of being possessive of my people. Like, these are my people. I will love them.
Was it you know who?
No.
Okay.
I walk on. Go hug a tree.
It's outside on the deck. She will.
Okay.
Huh?
You guys continue.
If you object.
You guys continue on down Trokit.
What was that?
Po folks have po ways. You guys continue on down Troll Kill. Where do you turn?
Make sure I know where I'm at. We went down Wayland.
Well done.
I lost Troll Kill.
Troll Kill is the very, very top of the North Ward.
Oh, right here.
Yeah, it goes right along the
Yeah, I got it.
Yep. Troll Kill turn.
So are we on the corner of March and Troll Kill? According to you?
Yeah, you guys are at the intersection where it becomes either Troll March or Tower March.
Alright, I would like to walk down Tower March back toward the
Inward?
high road.
Okay, so you guys are just gonna continue on down.
And then go back here?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically all the way around Ponyway without
Where-
getting on Ponyway.
Where it comes together in that point?
I like horses.
Horn Street.
Yep, we're
I'll tell you that
all
sometime.
that 5-way intersection is where we're headed.
Okay. So you guys make your way down Tower March.
Yep, Tower March.
And Nilo, go ahead and roll me percentile.
Ooh.
48.
48?
48.
To be fair, Tim, none of my adoptees have complained about being adopted.
As you guys get towards the intersection, the first big intersection,
Mm-hmm.
it appears that at some point during the late afternoon, a wagon had broke its wheel and there's quite a bit of congestion in the street.
Perfect.
Anything on the wand, Nilo?
Negative. How congested is it?
It's
Are we talking like the Macy's parade congested, or are we talking like everything's done just slowed down to one lane?
it's slowed down to one lane and you're grateful that you don't have to stay on the street.
Okay. I would like to continue to go by and kind of look, do the rubberneck thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anything peculiar stand out other than the fact that there's a wagon and a bunch of debris?
Nope.
Okay.
Just a inconvenience, as it were.
At this point in time, now that we've made quite a big circuit, I'd like to keep my eyes open for anybody following us or on the rooftops.
Roll perception.
That is fantastic. That is a 23.
Wow.
Okay. I mean,
see the Matrix.
you definitely notice people giving you some side eye, but it does not appear that you are being followed.
Okay.
And as far as anything on the rooftops, you occasionally see what looks to be kids or street urchins
Mm-hmm.
hanging around on the rooftops just because.
Throwing pebbles and doing the whole
Yep.
kid thing. Yep.
I wonder how many we can eventually collect over the course of our stay here. We've already got one.
I have no interest in children.
But you picked one out. They're literally.
She was special.
Gotcha.
A fort bush?
Oh, what?
That's what that emote's called. It's called a fort bush.
Yeah, I just made a little. It's a man-sized bush. Sorry, that was a shout out for someone in particular who complains about my artistic skills.
Okay, so I'm confused. I want to keep walking down the
A
road.
strawberry.
Okay, so yeah, you keep walking down the road.
Yeah.
And as you get to that 5-way intersection, where are you go to next?
I want to say 3 days now.
Yeah,
Since the
3,
fireball happened?
maybe 3 for sure. You're fine next.
Yeah, no, that's. Well, let's see here, because it was the night of the fireball, or the morning of the fireball. Then Oriana had stopped by that evening.
Yep.
No, it was the next. No, it was that
It was
evening.
that evening.
The next day,
Oh, we're going into day 3.
yes.
We're going into
Yeah.
day 3.
So, which direction are you guys heading? You are at
At
the corner of Tower March.
Yeah, this 5-way intersection here.
So are you going to continue on Tower March to the high road, go up Thunderstaff Way, or you can go down Thunderstaff Way, or down Horn Street?
Well, if we go down Horn, it'll bring us to the wall. If we continue to follow Tower March, that'll bring us to the high road. Do you guys have any thoughts?
We're going down this way.
We are currently at this intersection. We've
I'm-
already been this way.
I want to come back up this V.
Okay.
Because I feel like that would cover that entire section if we did that.
Okay. So we're gonna go down Horn.
Yeah, we're going east on Horn.
You're going east on. Okay, you're going east on Horn. Okay.
And I'm going to guess we're doing 15 minutes to each of these intersections, roughly.
You guys have been walking for at least a good hour to make that entire loop.
Okay.
I mean, it's at minimum, I would say 45 minutes.
Okay.
Get to break these shoes in.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure
Might be
that
allergic to Yanello.
That's okay.
you guys are actually so Troll Skull.
Should be just a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Yeah, it's actually on Saerdoun Street, Saerdoun.
Yep, I got that.
It's like on the second section
Thank you.
from the high road,
Oh, actually.
Okay.
and that should be where Troll Skull.
Okay, I had the die right about there.
Okay. Because there are 2 entrances to
Yep.
the alleyway.
Yeah.
So you guys head down Horn Street. Where are you turning next?
We're gonna take it all the way down to the wall.
All the way down to the wall?
Because we figured between going Tower and Horn, it would cover that entire pie slice.
Okay.
And then we can just take it down to whatever road this is and work our way back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that covers the entire northeast square of the North Ward.
Yep.
Because I'm assuming this is like the break in the wards between C and North.
No, if you take a look at the coloration.
Oh, copy. I thought it was the way the shadow was laying.
No, it's actually color coordinated too to help for quick visual.
Oh, that's nice of them. But yeah, that's the entire northeast corner of the North Ward for the most part.
Okay. As you guys, oh, that's what it is. Okay. As you guys near Pony Way.
Is there a tiefling named Nine with a mouse in her bosom?
No, as you guys near Pony Way, the you hear an odd noise. Everyone roll perception.
Ha!
I hit.
I got the same as my passive.
So 19.
19.
15.
21.
You guys are, with how long you guys have been walking, you guys would almost think that you wouldn't have actually noticed when it started up.
Mm-hmm.
But all of a sudden, you do notice as the Nibblewhite detector starts to spin, whir, and click.
Ha 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 ha! It's all about the horses, baby! Sorry, I was a little excited.
Now this thing is supposed to click and whir the closer we get to the target, correct?
Yes, the louder it gets, the closer you are.
Let's go down Pony Way. Let's go down Pony Way. That was out of character.
No, it wasn't. So we are by Pony Way.
Yep, are you going north or south? Or north, south, or
Continue.
east?
So, I'm just gonna look at you. She wants to go visit this horse road. Are we going that way or no?
Well, that's the name of this
If
street.
that's the direction this thing is taking us.
It's not taking us any direction. There's a
Bless you.
500-foot radius for this thing. We don't know which direction to head back.
Fair point. We might as well head down the Pony Street.
Just to help make her happy. Alright.
She is going to have her hand on her mace.
North or south?
Should we start going north and see if it clicks more?
Well,
Well, wouldn't it have clicked if we...
there you go.
So south.
Yeah. Good job.
You don't have to be an ass about it.
I'm not. I'm just not sure that you understand these magical devices as well as other people do, so there you go. If it's within 500 feet and it didn't go off there, that means we have to head south.
Fair enough. I'm sorry. I thought you were patronizing me.
Well, he is, but
My deception is pretty high too.
You know, I want to roll insight. It's a 16. What's your anti-ass deception?
It's a bare minimum of 15.
You have a plus 15 to deception.
I have a +5. The average roll is a 10, and I rolled a 16.
Tied. Fuck.
Yeah, right? Thank you. Ness is blessing me with a D4 because bless.
no, he was blessing her.
I'd back it. No, I'm pretty sure Ness and Tim are gonna side with Joe.
I sneezed twice in a row.
They all have a particular appendage in common.
A brain? Yes.
A south brain.
I only have enough blood to make one of them work at a time.
And
I think you need to divide that time a little more equally. Sorry. That was my outside
That was
voice.
well played.
ooh, hey, Gab. Speaking of
I do love
streets
you.
with animal names, there's also Stallion Street, Lion Street.
I saw lion and I saw black dog. I didn't see stallion. I want to hit all the
Stallion.
animal
Black
streets.
dog, that sounds serious.
Thank you for that. There's also Street of the Manticore.
Ooh. So we're heading south on the pony.
There's also Many Cats Alley.
Someone's a crazy cat lady.
I'm equal opportunity. Thanks, Naz.
I strive for true
Black
gender
Cat
equality.
Way.
Okay, so we're going south down Pony.
Yep.
Going Southside Street with Pony is the name.
Gonna take
Beige.
my
I
pony
think
down the
I'll
old-
paint the ceiling beige.
But when to
Gonna
be
take
more
my pony down the old town way.
Depends on what you're doing.
Ride
So
till I
south on
find
Pony
that nimble right.
South on Pony Road.
South on Pony Way.
Yeah.
Okay. It definitely starts clicking and worrying more.
Okay.
I
I turn it
Does it
toward
make
me.
a chugga chugga noise?
I turn it toward me to see if it cools
Yes,
That'd be
down.
impressive.
You do feel a very gentle breeze coming off of
There
it.
you go. So we head down Pony.
I perceive to see if I see anything on the rooftops, anything in windows.
Well,
Go for it.
Pony
Any
Pony takes us a very short trip down to
Ooh.
Syrinscape Street.
Yep. So you are now on the same road as Troll Skull Alley.
24.
24. That was 42, by the way.
We are,
There you go.
yeah,
For you.
we are due east of Troll Skull right now by a block or two.
Family.
Okay. So yeah, it is definitely worrying a lot more.
Okay, and what does her perception give us?
You don't see anything out of the ordinary.
I want to head.
I see the Matrix, but nothing out of the ordinary.
I want to head the southeast down Círdan. So away from Troll Skull,
Yep. Okay.
and see if this game of hot and cold gives me any more information.
Like yes or no?
Okay.
Maybe ups and
As
downs.
you continue on, roll another perception, please.
All of us?
Oh, I'll take that too. There, now it doesn't matter which way I turn it.
14.
One more than her.
As you get closer to Lion Street, which is the next main intersection from the north down
Okay.
Círdan Street,
Yep, I see where it is.
you notice, well, Saravi notices, you guys don't quite pick up on it yet, but you could swear that the whirring and clicking is a little bit quieter.
We need to go back the other way.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
getting softer.
Okay.
We went too far.
Yes, Ness.
So, I'm actually going to do something a little bit goofy if you don't mind.
Okay.
I'm actually talking to the group.
Oh.
I
What's your
don't want to
thought?
head straight back up Círdan.
Okay.
I want to take a slightly convoluted route and go through the alleys between these houses to our west.
Okay.
Oh, go towards like Usabran?
We are here,
Yep,
so I want to cut through,
yep.
straight through to Welgond.
Okay, that's kind of what I was thinking, so.
Alright.
Are you okay with that idea? Because
I mean, it'll
we
look
should-
less suspicious.
Well, on top of that, it'll also help triangulate, because we know this is where we started to pick it up. It gets quieter here, and if we head straight across to here, and it's about the same, we've triangulated it into this section.
But
That
what,
works for me.
why wouldn't it be? Because we came down here and it was loudest here. How do we know it's not on Horn Street?
That's why I want to go here to see if it stays the same as it was here, or
Oh,
if it
gotcha,
gets
gotcha,
louder
gotcha,
here.
gotcha. Because if it gets softer, then we'd come back north and we'd come up Horn
Exactly.
Street off of Searden and right on Pony
So
to that
we know-
intersection.
And
Gotcha.
we know it's not up here because it didn't go off.
Copy that, kitty cat.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you guys turn to take the alleyways,
Yep.
it stays about the same until you slip through the buildings onto Whalegond Way,
Okay.
and then it almost stops.
Oh. Okay.
It almost stops.
Almost totally stops.
I think we hit the edge of.
Okay. So I will take Whalegond back up to Seared.
Can I roll survival to try and figure out 500 feet where about that would put us?
Mhm.
10.
You're not sure, but it's definitely the way back you came.
So yeah.
I should have done tracking instead.
Take Whalegond back up to Searden. I think that's the name of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Nat.
By the time you get back up towards Searden, it's started again, but it's still pretty faint.
Is it moving?
Most likely. But it's getting faint. But that means it has to be north of us now.
So then let's head back to that intersection.
Over by Pony again?
Yeah, because that's where it was strongest, right?
Okay, so head back
So-
down Searden toward Pony.
So yeah, where Horn Street, Pony, and
Are you heading down Horn Street or are you heading down Syrinscape Street?
I want to walk down Searden and then back up Pony to the north.
Okay.
That's the idea.
As you walk that southeast down Searden towards Pony, it does get noticeably louder.
Okay, so it's right in this general area. So can I assume that are we on the corner of Searden and Pony then?
Yes.
'Cause-
And it is the loudest that you have heard it.
what do the houses in this area look like? What are the buildings like? Is it warehouses? Is it houses? Is it storefronts?
Most of them are houses, but on the corner of Searden and Pony, you do see a large villa. Like it's definitely a noble's house.
Hey, look, is it your summer home?
No.
Playful.
Yeah.
Do we feel like that's where the noise is coming from?
I just invented magical GPS.
If it's the loudest here, could we think that maybe it's coming from that villa?
There is a good possibility.
Maybe Alessa should go knock on the door, pretend like you're asking for directions or the privy. You're a lady, what am I gonna say?
You're a lady
You're a
too.
lady too.
But I mean, she's one of them noble types.
Or we could just walk up, ask to be admitted, and to say we're looking for a nimble ride.
How about the two of you do that?
You're gonna knock on the door and say you're looking for a nibble, right?
You
Yes.
two go actually, I don't mind this idea. You two do that. But give me a 5-minute lead.
Alright, go ahead.
What are you going to do?
Find a better vantage point.
Uh-huh. Would this perhaps include breaking and entering?
No.
Okay.
Let's go check it out. Go ahead, Nyla. We'll give you a couple minutes and then we'll go knock on the door.
I want to circle the villa and see if there is a way that I can find to climb up to the roof.
Okay. Roll a.
No breaking and entering my tush.
I'm not breaking and entering. I am climbing.
You're trespassing.
That I
We
may
did not say trespass.
I know.
Roll a.
Investigation.
Ooh, nice.
That would be a 17.
You do find a place where there is like a trellis, and you would guess that you are light enough and nimble enough to be able to scale this.
I am a $121, so I would hope so.
So you're nimble, but you're not exactly right because you're trespassing. Does that make you a nimble wrong?
Correct. The drow being sneaky?
But
Never. So yes, I would like to climb up the roof. Up to the roof.
Roll me an acrobatics
And acrobatics?
and acrobatics, whichever is higher.
16.
16?
Yep.
You are able to make it up to the roof.
Mhm.
It's a little bit harder than you had initially anticipated, but you are able to make it.
I'm hoping this isn't an Italian villa because those clay tiles are so hard to get footing on. And now, if you would be so kind, may I roll a stealth to keep myself quiet while moving around on this roof?
Mm-hmm. Shh. No spoilers, Ness.
That would be
Oh,
that would be a 20.
I'll follow your lead, princess.
And I'm going to assume about this point in time is when your 5 minutes is up.
Yep. It's all good natured. Nine
Please
degrees.
hold. One moment, please.
Your session is important to us. She's banging the food dish against the glass.
I have an idea.
Hmm.
Maybe I should take a book out of Cyprier's arsenal.
No.
No?
No.
No? Okay.
Sip's dead for a reason.
Okay. He was my fill-in for her Strahd group because they were down so many people. I decided to make a character that was a ghost.
Which my Strahd group is going to get a guest appearance coming up.
I made him a ghost.
Oh?
He helped them, got them into combat, made things all sorts of crazy and not cool. Combat ended and he showed back up when everybody thought he was dead and he went, no, I was already dead.
No.
I pulled a classic movie thing. Spoiler alert.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I was thinking about pulling from a different idea and live in the attic and set up cameras everywhere so I can spy on them.
Steal the meal.
All your phone bills be mine. Out of the sky comes a flying bird made out of paper.
Oh, come on!
You are really not doing well with that. Oh, it doesn't have enough of a wingspan. If you don't have enough wingspan, it can't catch enough air. When you wear your food.
Just.
There you go. Gotta get angry and just chuck it across the room.
You
I
gotta
will
rage
eventually
first.
get this.
Oh yeah, eat their food, use their cable, play their video games all day long.
As you guys are waiting the 5 minutes, a paper bird arrives for Sarabai. Or arrives to Sarabai.
Okay.
Is that from Monarchies?
What is the name of this place? Is there a sign or anything noting the name of the villa?
My guess is probably not. They, nobles typically don't have, well, there is a mailbox, and in very swirly, beautiful letters, it does say
Gothic English.
Growlhund.
Oh shit. We needed to warn Nilo.
Why?
Urstel Floxen is here.
Oh.
You know what? Stick with the plan. Knock on the door. Don't ask about the nimble right. Maybe just pretend to be lost. If we keep standing on the doorstep, it's gonna look suspicious. We have to knock, but we're going into enemy territory here.
Oh boy.
We knock.
You knock.
Okay.
Who gave you that bird?
A friend. It was from Ori at the temple.
Oh. How are we supposed to ask about stuff and freaking nimble right then?
1 moment, please. Okay, let's see. You are going to be greeted.
There's actually a really good book about a serial killer that lived in the attic and then got into the walls and watched. Yeah. Thanks for that, Ness.
It's also a true story.
Well, yeah, but I mean the book of it was fascinating.
Right. I believe it happened in Russia or that general area.
I thought it was England.
Either which way.
We'll look it up later.
You guys aren't able to approach the door. I apologize.
Okay.
There's a giant gate in your way.
Yeah.
Um,
There is a locked gate.
I ring the doorbell.
If perhaps it was not a good idea for us to go in, we should just let Nilo.
we need to be able to communicate with them.
We
Wait a
are
minute.
so spoiled in our other campaigns.
I know.
What do you mean?
Being able to communicate.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute. I still have my paper birds. I still have 3 left.
Do you know?
I do. They're on my character sheet because the GM was nice and gave them to me.
Is there a pigeon around?
No, hang on, I got this. And I pull out a sheet of paper.
Oh.
And we're gonna keep walking?
Yeah, we're just gonna pretend like we're admiring the architecture
And
and then stroll by.
And you guys are not going to alert or wait for
Hold on.
Anakis?
No.
I'm just making sure.
Wait for Anakis.
we don't know
You mean
where
Nilo?
Anakis.
No, we're good.
We have no idea where it is.
I send a bird to Nilo.
Okay.
Does the bird have high enough perception to find it?
It's a paper bird. It's a magic paper.
I know, I'm just saying.
Oh, and by the way, by this point, it is dusk.
I'm also gonna I will send a bird to Anakis, letting her know where we are and what we're doing.
Okay. Someone shouldn't miss tonight.
So, I'm sitting on the roof of this villa,
It's okay.
and this bird comes to find me.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, I open it up. Do I know the name of the owner of the villa?
You would, because they are a decently prominent
Figure.
noble family, yes.
Okay. And what, if any, what kind of knowledge do I have about this family?
You mean Growlhund?
Or
Yes.
Growlhund, however you say the name.
They're drinking.
Really, guys, that's not a good thing to put in their water.
They're given your
All I could hear was the rats drinking while watching you drink.
Yes, they are.
And that was great.
just It's not that.
I know, it's a sound.
You know that there are rumors that they have had dealings with the Zentarum. But those are just
Okay.
rumors.
Okay.
They're going crazy.
let's see here. Yeah, that's at this point that's really all you know.
That's fine.
You don't know much because you really haven't
I haven't had a reason to look into it deeper.
exactly.
Well, I'm going to look into it deeper now.
Let's circle the villa if we can.
I'm going to
Just
try.
pretend to be admiring the
I'm going to
neighborhood.
try and find a place on this roof that would make a decent little roost.
What do you mean by roost? Are you gonna try and watch the comings and goings?
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh, I would, before any of that though, well, as that's happening, I'm going to pull out the wand. Is it going crazy?
oh yeah.
Okay. And then I'll put it away.
You would guess by actually roll me a intelligence.
19.
Okay. Yeah, you would guess, judging by the volume and... Now, mind you, it's not going all the time. You have to press down on trigger.
And that's
Okay.
why I wasn't afraid.
I'm just making sure. Judging by the varying distances that you would guess you are within 100 feet of it.
Okay, perfect. Then guesses and assumptions put it in this place.
Yes. So, you are gonna try and find a perch to watch the comings and goings.
Yes.
Okay. Given that it's late evening, the traffic through the area is starting to really slow down.
Yep.
But you know that you should probably be pretty careful.
Oh yeah.
And you also, you would also realize you are at minimum 40 feet in the air,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a 2-story building.
Mm-hmm. Which should give me enough ability to stay out of sight as long as I'm not dancing on the rooftop, as it were.
Yes. Could I borrow a mini map?
A mini map?
Well, one of the small maps. Where's?
We only have the one, and I'm not sure if it's back there or what Gabrielle did with
I
it.
do not see it back here, and if not, that's okay.
Well, it might have meandered throughout the house somewhere.
No, it's okay. We only have 25 minutes.
We got ourselves into trouble.
That's,
Yes.
yeah, I'm not sure where the mini map is right now.
No worries. That's okay. We honestly probably don't
Oh,
even.
here it is. Because I'm blind. Go ahead.
We probably don't even need it.
That's fine. I wanted to know where it was. That's literally all it was.
Okay, fair. Fair. Here. Now, are they not giving me a... What?
They didn't give you a map of the house?
I thought... Yeah, they did. Never mind. So... G... Okay, yeah. Makes sense. So... What you can see...
Mm-hmm.
You are actually... You actually managed... Where you ended up is you're on top of what you would assume would be a carriage house.
Okay.
So you can see the villa, like you can see, and you can ski out into the yard.
Mm-hmm.
And roll me a perception check.
16.
16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you're watching, you see a human man, an Aluskan human man, and 2 mastiffs seeming to patrol the yard.
Okay.
And as the sun begins to set, something really weird happens.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
As if you choose to keep an eye on them,
Mm-hmm.
you notice that they almost seem to vanish as the light fades away.
Okay. I have 120-foot dark vision.
They almost seem to vanish.
Now, when you say almost, do they become translucent or do they become camouflaged?
Translucent. Joe, do that face again, Taya.
What?
Okay. Yeah, I know. I hear you, Ness.
I'm sorry, Naz. You'll have to wait.
I want to send... No, I don't. Oh, do I have anything? Actually, I do. About how far away are they from me?
They would be... They are a good, let's see here, if you're up there, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40. They're a good 70 to 80 feet away, and then a good 40 feet down.
Oh, they're close enough then. I want to cast Mage Hand
Okay,
Oh boy.
and have Mage, but I'm using a subtle spell.
okay.
Thank you. So that I don't give away my position.
Gotcha.
And then I'm going to have Mage Hand cross through those creatures.
Creatures?
Or see if it connects with them.
Ooh. That could be bad. Ooh, that looks creepy. Okay. I'm gonna sticky note that because I'm probably gonna need that next time.
Is it one of those spots where we either have to end early or start some stuff?
Well, we only have 20 minutes left. But Ness knows what's going on, and it's... Whew. So, no, you don't need to know because you weren't here. You couldn't see this anyways.
Yeah. I'm getting myself in trouble as you guys are
So
walking away.
you are making Mage Hand pass through these things?
From behind them, I want it to come...
Because worst case, you might have 2 players for the last 15.
Yeah, don't worry. We're almost done.
No, there's no rush. I'm just giving you a heads up.
There's my D20.
Let me have one. But because they added that second one,
Oh.
weird.
They take notice.
I'm, excuse me, more concerned as to how the Mage Hand interacts with them. Because Milo is...
You guys are assholes.
So do they whiskey wisp?
That's what I'm looking for. Because if it's all of a sudden nighttime and they went translucent and my Mage Hand does not strike anything of substance, then I have an idea of what I'm dealing with.
This is way before yield and holographics.
Okay. I'm not.
Do you need help, Sam?
I'm going to go with it passes through them.
But they take notice.
They do take notice. And what was your stealth again?
20.
Okay. You're probably safe.
I would hope so. Because if I'm not, then I'm fucked.
Run away!
This is a black and white situation. Safe? Fucked.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm sorry.
And I'm going to continue to watch because now I have an idea of what I'm dealing with.
Okay. They seem to search around for a few minutes, but do not seem to find your hiding spot.
I'm lucky.
And then they continue on.
Is it only the one watch?
Yes.
So they-
It's not as well here.
Because that's the other thing I'm looking for is I'm looking to see what type of patrols they have, what the security is like, things of that nature.
And we're just walking around the outside, right?
Yep.
Kind of circling as nonchalantly as possible.
Dun, 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 dun. We're just walking. Nothing to see here.
You know,
Why don't
pause.
you give me that tree?
Well, we pause and like admire the architecture.
Well, you
and
see, this would be nice for the troll skull's front. Because
See,
look at the elegance
the
of that.
Exactly.
actual like grounds is only about 200 feet wide by 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 50.
And we'll turn and like look at other places
About
too.
and 150 feet deep at its deepest point. So, I mean, the yard
It's
takes...
not huge.
Right, and the yard takes up a good section of that, but at the same time, it's also not...
What other discerning features are there? I've got the villa itself, I've got the carriage house that I'm on. Are there any other discerning features in the yard?
So, as far as the yard goes, the estate is well tended. There are some large shade trees.
Okay.
The trees begin to shed
Maybe ripping.
leaves in
I
their
know
fall.
I'm just gonna.
Through the trees, let's see. Actually, no, you would not be able to see that because you're on the wrong side of the building.
Okay.
You can see. Yeah, I mean it's a well kept, manicured area.
And there's shade trees, but I don't see anything like fountains or other little buildings.
No. No.
My biggest thing here is making sure that I stay unseen. And I want to watch how this spectral figure patrols. Because I would like to send Meatball to spy in some of the windows. But I want to make sure that the guard is on a different side of the house.
Okay.
You should camouflage Meatball with a little sheet with little holes cut into it so you can stick his little eye stalks through.
No.
I'm a ghost.
No, because I don't want him to be seen.
Oh boy. Okay. So you are going to wait till they round the corner around the front of the house, or
I want to spend 10 minutes watching them go around the villa just to see if they have a very particular pattern.
Mhm. Okay. So yeah, I mean, when you noticed them, I know what to do. Okay, that covers up most of it. So this is the yard.
Yep.
You're up here.
Yep.
When you noticed them, they were over in this area.
Yep.
And they're heading this way.
Okay.
And I mean, they circle around because these are the trees.
Yep.
They circle around here and spend probably 20 minutes over here before they come loop back around. And they just
Okay.
slowly make rounds and occasionally disappear into
The carriage house.
the carriage house.
When I see them heading back to around front where the trees are,
Yep.
I want to send Meatball across the yard.
Okay.
Besides the 2-story villa.
Yep.
I want to send Meatball across the yard to the upstairs windows.
Okay.
And have him rest on a windowsill
Okay.
and watch inside the window. While he's doing that, I'm going to look through his eyes using my familiar ability to see and hear through my familiar.
Of course, it doesn't show if there's windows or not. I would assume there are, though. So, which, like, directly, is he looking directly across from you?
Oh no, he's flying over to the house.
Right, but I mean, like,
I'm going to start, directly across from me. He's going to look inside the windows, and then I'm going to work him around the opposite side of the house that the guards are on.
okay. Let's see here. That would
This
be...
is how you use your pets for investigating things and not getting you in trouble.
You actually, so when you look into there, and when he looks into there, the first room he looks into, is a large room, which has 6 bunk beds, and there are a total of 9 humanoids sleeping.
None of them look like nimble rods.
You would guess,
Nimble rods?
Nimble rods.
judging by whatever, it's very sparsely decorated.
It's some
And
sort
furnished?
of barrack room or orphanage room.
It looks like a servant's room.
Okay.
So I mean, there's basic essentials, but there's nothing fancy by any means.
Move on. Like I said, I'm going to work my way to the... Assuming that the trees are on the north side of the villa, I'm going to work my way around south.
They're on the north side of the villa, so you're
So I'm
going to
gonna
work your
have-
way south.
Yep, take the windows, work my way south.
So the next room you see is another room that is empty as well. Well, it not as well, but it is empty, but it looks like another servant's room. However, this one only has a single bed, so you would assume it's like a head of staff room.
Yep.
The next room, you see 3 beds in this room,
Mhm.
and a cradle as well in this room.
That's a baby.
Let's see here. You see 2 of those beds are occupied by children.
So this is the kids' room, the nursery.
Yep. Next.
Mhm.
Next, let's see here. It's gonna be hold on a second. I'm trying to. That makes no sense. But okay. You see another bedroom. This one appears to be a guest bedroom,
Okay.
you would guess.
Okay.
It's nicely furnished. And it is dark though, and do gazers have night vision? Dark vision.
I will double check that. It won't let me download the image, so I have to keep going back to this.
Sorry.
No, it's just my phone being stupid. Yes.
They do.
Yes.
You see what appears to be a figure in the corner of the room that appears to be restrained.
What kind of restraint?
Tied up.
Chains or rope?
Rope.
Okay. Do they look human, or do they look like a puppet?
They look human.
Okay.
Till we never ember again.
Yeah, is there anything familiar about him or her?
Not that you can tell.
And nothing else in this room except for that.
Mm-hmm.
Meepo, cast lockpick.
No? Guess I can't. Okay. And that is
That takes care of
the entire south
side of the
that
building.
would be the southwest window.
Yes.
Alright. And what is this building or area to its left? You had it covered by the paper.
Oh, so there's the south and then it goes north.
Okay, but that corner of the yard I can't see because of the angle?
Well, this is all building.
Oh, the inside of the building.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I will have Meatball come back to me
Okay.
because I'm kind of afraid that the guard is going to come by. But now, once the guard comes by again, I want to do the first floor.
Okay. What are you two doing?
We're walking.
Well, it's
Probably been like a good.
I mean, if you're taking the time to stop at each window and look, I mean, just the south side of the building is probably going to take a good 20 minutes to half an hour.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Especially if you're trying to move carefully.
Considering he has not come back, I'm going to suggest to my companion that we find a drinking establishment to while away our time for a little bit that's close by.
Why not wait for him at the Troll Skull?
Yeah, that's a drinking establishment that's very close by, actually.
Yeah, that's right, we are really close. We're gonna head back to the Troll Skull. Sorry, I forget that we were only like a couple blocks away. Which is highly freaking convenient for that place to have such a close home base. Yeah, we're gonna head back home.
I know, right? Yeah, so that would make the most sense.
As we're walking, this is bullshit.
So you guys are...
Sarah says she wants to stay close to Nilo. Do you object to going back to the Troll Skull to wait for him to get back?
It's only a couple blocks away.
This is true.
Who are you talking to?
Sarah.
Okay.
She's in the bathtub, answering questions on...
Saravai would be uneasy knowing Nilo is alone. He has Meatball.
Mm-hmm. And we're not that far away, and if we keep loitering, we're gonna look really suspicious.
Alright, so you'd be sitting out on the deck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just kind of chilling, looking over in that direction.
Okay.
Hoping if something explodes, we'll be able to get there in time.
I don't have Fireball yet.
Now, mind
You
you,
have
One more
fireball
level.
beads, though.
One more level and I'll have it.
now keep in mind, the front of Troll Skull is on Ceridon Street.
Yeah, so you can look
So
out the front door.
I mean, you guys are literally right up the street. Yep.
Yeah, like you guys should be able to see the manor or the villa. If you guys went up, if you went upstairs,
Yes,
If
I
you
would.
went
I
upstairs-
would acquiesce to that.
so you guys could sit in the waiting room in the second floor and look out the south window and probably be able to see the villa from there.
Mhm. We're gonna do surveillance from there.
Okay. So, Kyle,
Yeah.
you want to investigate the first floor then?
Yes. Starting with the south side, I will do the north side once I have a much better feel. Of what's
Okay,
going
just
on.
doing the straight south side of the building.
like I just did.
Okay, you're gonna start at the room directly across from you then.
Yep, and then work my way south.
Okay. First window you look into is a kitchen.
Okay.
The next room is even more exciting. A pantry.
I break in and I steal all the bread
Running out of cheese.
because now I won't have anything to put the cheese on.
The next room is the Great Hall. So you see in this room, it's a wide open room.
Mm-hmm.
It has a gorgeous fireplace with a black marble mantelpiece and a family portrait.
What do I see on said family portrait?
It's kind of hard to make out through Meatball's eyes. You're still not entirely used to the...
More looking at how many bodies do I see?
You see 5
Okay.
and a family dog.
Ooh. Okay.
You also do see guards.
2, 3.
You see 2.
Okay.
And they look like they are standing on either side of a staircase going upstairs.
Okay.
Okay. Next room
Yes, please.
is a like parlor sitting area.
Okay. And is there anything after that?
That is the last room on
Then I will
the
have
south side.
Meatball come back. And when next we meet, I'll check the north side of the building.
Okay. Thank you guys for joining us. Let's see here. The next campaign will be Randor on Wednesday.
Yep.
Followed by Wanderers
Yep.
on Saturday and Sand and Magic on Sunday.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Yes, thank you guys.
Happy Father's Day to those who deserve it. Happy Father's Day to those who are fathers. And have a wonderful night.
Thanks guys.
Night.